Easy go. All the money that Hopscotch Scott earned over the weekend betting football, Terry.
Did it go bye-bye?
It was washed away.
Oh, flushed down.
Do you still want to go Habs on that bet or no?
Oh, jeez. I told you I would have if you would have.
I know. How about now?
Even though I didn't even feel a strong feeling about the game, man. That had "Don't Bet" written all over
It sure
that game
did.
last night.
I do agree with you.
But you were on a rush.
Don't they all have don't bet, really?
I can't really watch
No.
a game without betting on it, though.
That's not the case. Some stand out. That's what you got to do as a gambler. You got to sit and wait for the one that screams at you. Yes.
Oh, that Rutgers game this weekend looks good.
Yes, they made a terrible mistake making the line -6 on this game. I have to attack. That's what you got to do. You can't bet the games you feel passive about. But you always seem to fall into that trap. Hence, the 000 in your account. And the people in the Caribbean laughing at your ass.
Right.
Ba, 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 ba.
Sit back and light up another bowl. Oh, another
Jeez.
sucker.
Wow.
The Sonics are plus 4.5 tonight.
Oh, geez.
I'm loving that.
See him, look at him.
Where are they playing?
The Grizzlies. Memphis.
It's screaming at you.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
I'm either.
Anyhow. Terry, how are you over there?
Good.
You all right with the slick back hairdo this morning? All right.
Yeah, I'm all slick
There
back.
it
Ready
is.
to go.
Yes. You'd make a good Samoan.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you.
No, I don't even know what that means. Anyhow,
All righty.
but
right.
you have a little part there. It's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. What else is going on? Any football action on your family front?
Last night was a last game.
Last game of the year.
Yeah, and it was JV. He played on JV.
Mm-hmm. How'd that work out?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Couple plays?
More than a couple.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, he defensively did very well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think this year defensively it has been his year.
Wow.
Although he'd rather it be an offensive year.
But he's a defensive standout. That's the trend. That's the new
the way
way
it's
of
looking right now.
football life for young Darian.
Yes.
Oh, it's
young
exciting.
Darian. Yeah, but
What did he do defensively that was so great?
Well, he just had a good year all the way around, and
Well, yesterday, anything important?
well, I mean, he had a couple of tackles, and almost had a pick, but that's an almost.
Yes.
So did all right.
Speaking of
Against
a couple of tackles.
big dudes.
And almost a pick against big duties.
It's a great win! Seahawks 6-2, 33-19.
Well, let me introduce this. Now for your sports report. Here's John.
Asses that was. They whipped the heck out of them, man.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Mhm.
Heck.
Yes.
Hey, T-Man.
Yes,
so what
sports
do you
reporter
think?
John.
How far do you think they're going to go? Do you think
wow.
they're going to do the Super Bowl or not?
What was it?
I'm not ready to stamp the ticket yet for Super Bowl 39, 41, whatever it is. All right?
Well, I'm hoping they're going to take it all
I
the
can
way.
hear it.
Hello, they're 6-2 right now.
I
How
know.
far do you think they're going to go? Hey, Terry, what do you think?
Oh, well, sure, John.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I want to ask Steven because he got thyroid. He will tell him different
Yeah,
stuff.
thyroid gives you sports knowledge.
Different direction.
They have a game against St. Louis this weekend at home. They're already 2 games up on St. Louis, the only other competition in the NFC West. If they win this game, Terry, you can pretty much sew up the NFC West title to the Seahawks at week 9 of your season.
Whoa.
But first, they got to win the game, Terry.
Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm. Now, the
Hey,
Rams
T-Mac,
coming off a bye with 2 weeks to prepare for this game. It may not be the cakewalk that some may be expecting.
I used to never win the cakewalk.
They never...
That's because they knew you.
They always struggled in the cakewalk game in previous seasons. If they go out and they blow out St. Louis this weekend, we'll then definitively know that this is a special season.
Last year they took over St. Louis about a 3-7.
Well, I don't know what that means, but they lost 3 games to St. Louis last year, every game they played, including the one in the playoffs, at home. So, if they want to turn the page, have the torch be handed to themselves, they need to go out and beat St. Louis. They don't have to beat them by 3 touchdowns. I'll take by a point, Terry.
All righty.
But win the game.
Right.
Win the game this weekend. If it's a Seahawk team different from other years, they'll win the game this weekend. If they go out and lose at home to St. Louis, then you might start to say, you know what? This could be the same Seahawk team we've seen for the past number of years. But
Deja vu.
But if they win, though, T-Man,
Yes, John.
what do you think the heck's going to go on?
Oh, jeez.
When they win 6-2. or if they win the Super Bowl.
If they win
what do you
6-2,
think's going to happen, though?
I think that, as I just pretty much laid out before you, if they win the game this weekend, that everyone is waiting on against a division rival, probably the team that's their biggest rival right now in the NFL. If they go out and win this game, then it's the beginnings of starting to think that this is a very special season. This is legitimately a time when you can start thinking about a Super Bowl. But let's get past this weekend.
Oh, okay.
This has trap written all over it.
No.
Bear trap waiting in the woods for us. I
Trying to reel
refuse.
you on in.
I will begin to get excited to a very nth degree, Terry.
Yes.
There's a bear trap in the woods.
Could be. After he poops. I will get excited to the nth degree, Terry, if they go out and win this weekend. Yes. But
And it'll be finally nice to see that the Seahawks wins a Super Bowl. It will be nice
he's already
to
got him
see
win.
it's
it.
already got the ticker tape parade prepared, Terry.
Right.
I mean, the odds are against that, though.
I refuse to be walking in the woods and get my foot caught in that trap one more time.
How can you make a touchdown?
Oh, jeez.
Who is the quarterback who can run that far down?
I don't even know. I think
Where did that
Terry,
come
our
from?
sports reporter's gone haywire.
Still watching games from last year, I think.
That's the bottom line here.
No, it's not.
You ever heard a sports reporter that asks so many questions?
No.
I've
Let's
never.
go to the sports reporter right now.
You are the sports reporter. Are you getting this?
I think that's
I'm
the
guessing
reason
I'm
he has no
taking
clue
all
that he's
in
a
there,
sports
T-Man.
reporter.
We are giving you a tryout. For the rest of the week, you are John, sports reporter to the stars.
Well, Seahawks is now 6-2, and if they lose, well, against the other Cardinals, no.
Okay.
But,
Already he's got Tony Ventrella beat, Terry.
I got
All right.
2005 reports coming up shortly right here after the break.
And now on the John Sports Show, some callers are calling in to ask the sports guru some questions. Go ahead, Ron. You're on with John, the sports guy.
Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, John. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I just wanted to say I love your enthusiasm about the Hawks. I'm a true blue Seahawks fan, but I'm agreeing with the team, man. I'm not ready to stamp that ticket just yet. They are playing different than they have in the last couple of years. They're playing a lot different. There's a lot of different things going on in the NFL, period. But I think this is what I'll give the Seahawks this year. I'll give them the playoffs. I'll give them 1, maybe 2 wins right now in the playoffs. That's where I stand.
Sounds like
As far
John's
as the
brother.
Super Bowl, don't get me wrong. I hope they make it, and I root for them every day.
Ron.
Well, what do you think? Hey,
It's
Ron,
Ron
what do you
and
think?
John.
A quick question, though.
Right now they're holding a record right now, 6-2.
That's true, and they're undefeated at home,
Which is
and they
which?
play St. Louis this coming weekend at home.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And they've already beat St. Louis. Now, when's the last time they beat St. Louis,
a good point.
aside from this year?
Everything Ron is saying is right, Terry.
Really?
Yes, everything Ron is saying is right on target. That it does seem like it has the makings of a special season, although we don't want to get carried away yet.
Right.
This weekend will tell us a lot.
Right.
If they win this weekend, they'll be 3 up on St. Louis. They'll also own the tiebreaker against St. Louis, Terry.
Okay.
And then it's
Play
like
away from home.
it is like smooth sailing to the playoffs and a first-round bye, perhaps, and then you can't help but think about Super Bowl.
Right,
They
right.
win this weekend, which is by no means a gimme. And then you start thinking about a trip to Detroit in early February.
Sounds nice.
It's the swaying palm trees, the sun. Oh, wait,
Yes.
it's Detroit.
Oh, we're all going, right?
The bulletproof vest.
Yeah, exactly.
Happened to Florida and San Diego.
Yeah.
Check it out. I think if they beat St. Louis this
Which
weekend,
one is this? This is John
This is
or Ron?
Ron.
This is Ron?
Ron.
Yeah. Yes, Ron.
Ronnie.
Oh, whoa.
Yes.
that'll work. That'll work.
Yes.
But check it out. If they beat St. Louis this weekend,
Yes.
that'll be an extreme morale and confidence booster for them. An extreme one. Because, when's the last time they beat St. Louis, let alone beat St. Louis twice in the regular season?
Well,
It's been a number of years.
Oh.
But check it out, though. If they win, where are they going to go this weekend? If they win.
hopefully not Larry's in Pioneer
If they
Square.
win, they'll be 7-2.
Thank you.
They'll be
Mm-hmm.
one of the top teams in the NFL, period. When's the last time they had the number
Yes.
one offense in the NFL?
That's a good question.
It's been a while.
Wow.
It has. It's been a long time.
Well, John,
Alexander
how about
this
forever? But all right.
weekend-
Well, I wasn't trying to say forever, but I was trying to say for a little bit while.
Yeah, I heard you.
little
All
bit of
right, there it is. There's Ron, and John, your sports guys.
They were
Thanks for
great.
the call, Ron. Take care.
Yes, more of the
Good
John.
morning on the T-Man
Well,
show.
how about we call it enough for now? All right.
Boy, he
Lord.
give him a little bit, and he wants the whole
Of
day.
course. T-Man, it's only a 4-hour show. No, it's not.
Not for you.
Yes. The John Sports Report has been graciously brought to an end, but it'll be back later in the week. Check big sports time, isn't it?
Yeah, actually it is.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Everyone getting excited.
I know.
6-2, and with the rest of the NFC starting to look like the powerhouse teams are not there. Mm-hmm. The Seahawks starting to establish themselves, Terry, as your team to beat.
Wow. With the demise of the Eagles, I love it.
Yes.
It's wide open.
You mean the last place NFC East Eagles? Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, that one.
You agree, John? What a shame? Mm-hmm.
Good morning on the air. What's your name?
T-Man.
Still doing the show. All right.
The T-Man. Cube 93 wants to pay your...
Just days after reportedly KOing his relationship with Gisele Bündchen, Leonardo DiCaprio hit Vegas for Spike TV's finale of The Ultimate Fighter 2 at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Wow, he's a big Ultimate Fighter fan, Terry.
Wow.
Leonardo DiCaprio sitting there in the audience watching the Ultimate Fighter Championships.
Wow, getting
Look at
blood
that
all
guy's
over.
pecs. He looks tough. Jesus.
Yes, he was certainly an invested fan there, Terry.
Oh, good.
He was enjoying every glistening second.
I'm sure.
Man.
Oh, some sweat got on me.
Oh, wow. I won't wash for days.
Right.
You ever watch that? I mean, they get in some pretty gay positions.
Yes. Well, some men see it as very tough, and other men see it as very intimate. It depends on your perspective, Terry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio hit Vegas for Spike TV's finale of The Ultimate Fighter 2 at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and took a few shots from the ring announcers.
Can Rashad Evans truly bring down the Titanic forts of Brad Hines? No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Meantime, Leo's said to be ex-Giselle.
Well, that is a shot. I don't know how Leonardo sat in his seat and just took that, Terry.
Really?
He's got to run over to the announcer's table and take him down like they do in wrestling, Terry.
Sure.
How do you sit around? Let that happen.
Can Rashad Evans truly bring down the Titanic forts of Brad Hines? No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
Oh, jeez.
Meantime, Leo's said to be ex-Giselle.
The announcers are more gay than the Ultimate Fighters, Terry.
Yes, I did.
Meantime, Leo's said to be ex-Giselle was spotted back in her home country of Brazil, doing what she does best, posing.
There it is. I can hear the posing, Terry. I can hear the clicks of the camera. Something's happening there. Mm-hmm. They brought it right to my home.
Right.
Thank you so much there.
She's posing.
Yes. Okay.
Make love to the camera.
They're no longer together because apparently Leonardo DiCaprio, the word was, had a wandering eye
Yes.
for those Ultimate Fighters. Oh, there's Brad Hines.
Jeez.
He's so ultimate. He's such a fighter.
I didn't know it was like that. It's like a lot of wrestling in weird positions.
Well, it's pretty.
It was fighting.
It's pretty intense
well,
too, though.
It is.
Yeah, they
beat the hell out of each other.
It's a lot of submission holds and.
All right. It seems like you get something out of it.
Well, but it's not,
perhaps
it's
not
punching.
everyone is. Well, they punch and they kick and they do a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of brutality in that Ultimate Fighting.
Not as much as I thought.
All right.
What did you want?
I thought they'd brawl. They don't really brawl. They just kind of lay on top of each other and hit each other in the head once in a while.
Once they get their opponent in a compromising position,
Right.
they tend to stay there for a couple of.
Here comes the screaming dolphin.
Oh, jeez!
Look out.
Yes. Save the dolphin.
Jeez.
There it is, Terry. It was all at the Hard Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Change one letter. It was all at the Hard Rock Hotel, Terry.
Jeez.
What else is going on in the world, please?
What?
We have a bill to pay at 7 o'clock, don't you know? Yesterday morning. Did we pay that $1,000 bill yesterday?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
We did, right?
We did.
Man, my memory's going.
Yeah, Salika, right?
Salika.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember now. A $1,101 bill.
Right. 98 cents.
You did a
See,
watch
that I-
battery for his watch.
Yeah, she didn't over her Movado.
That I remember. Now it's all coming
Yeah.
back.
And it's in a
Yes.
promo now,
Yeah.
too.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, they turned those around quick, huh?
Oh, boy, they do.
And that it sounded. We never sounded better, right? Okay, good.
Better.
She had the Kmart little dilly there, and
yes, all her bathroom needs were
the bands and
fulfilled.
batteries or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I'm all right.
All right, good.
What will we pull out today, Terry?
I don't know.
That is the question. What will the T-Man pull out this morning? What else is going on today, Terry?
Well, apparently Kenny Chesney is very grateful for what he had with Renee Zellweger.
What'd they have, 4 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was on The View the other day, and he was...
Cup of coffee?
Yeah. Thanks, honey.
Very grateful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And he just pretty much commented on how much, he was grateful, and they fell in love like a couple school kids, and that was really cool that could even happen.
Yes.
He doesn't have the poor me attitude or anything like that.
And now he can go back to the Ultimate Fighter Championship.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
So, that's wonderful. It's good news for Kenny.
I was watching Monday Night Football last night, don't you know, Terry?
Yeah.
And they promoted some kind of Kenny Chesney special that was coming up. I immediately set the TV up.
I bet you did.
How am I going to get through the winter, Terry, without seeing my Kenny Chesney? The hell is he doing on primetime, Stephen?
Well, I mean, he's special, so he needs his own special.
Jeez.
Well, they have Tim McGraw every week on Monday Night Football,
Well, I'll be watching the gay Ultimate Fighters on Spike TV.
Much rather watch that than country western.
Gay singer singing country western fool in America. By getting married for 4 months. Oh, he's so straight. All right.
Doesn't matter if he's gay, just as long as he sings well.
Well, I don't know if all his fans would agree, but as long as you have that posture, that's terrific.
Well, unless he really was gay, then I'd be mad.
Yeah.
Kick his ass. What if he's pseudo-gay like he is now?
You. What else is going on, Terry?
I got some news for you about Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes.
No,
and
you
Chris
did?
Klein. Yes, I did.
And Chris Klein?
And Chris Klein. First of all, Entertainment Tonight asked Chris Klein about his, relationship with Katie Holmes and how it differs from their Tom's and Katie's, and he pretty much did a little diss, kind of said, you know what?
Oh, because up till now he's been taking the high road
he has.
when dealing with Tom Cat.
Yeah, he has.
Now all of a sudden he's giving a couple of snide remarks.
Well,
he can't take it no more.
No, I think he kind of has a good point, quite honestly. He said, quote, I think it was something we appreciated. It was something we kept special for each other. Because they were very private. They weren't really...
Well, Chris Klein was never invited to Oprah's couch. If he was, something tells me he would have accepted the invitation. I don't see Oprah wasting an hour show on Chris freaking Klein. All right, that's why they kept it private, because nobody cared.
No, but also understand too that
it's pretty easy to keep it private when nobody cares, Terry.
Didn't Oprah also have Nicole and Tom together on her show at one point while they were married? And well, I guess I'm just me. I guess
Chris Klein can have a very easy time saying that he had a different kind of relationship with Katie, that he kept it private, he didn't talk about it, because nobody asked him anything about it. If he was invited on Oprah, he would have been there talking about Katie. Nobody cared.
Yeah, well, he's very interesting. When you played vocal jazz and a lacrosse player at the same time,
how were you able to master that? Just completely different character parts.
Not happening.
In such a masterful way. You are the American Pie. It just doesn't happen that way, Terry.
No, I understand.
So, yeah, I guess you can say that technically. But what does it mean? Okay.
And then Tom Cruise was also asked
about what I'm saying to you is, Terry, take everything Chris Klein says with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Right.
But couples who are nothing like they were, if they wanted to be in the public eye, they definitely could have made themselves more visible.
No, nobody cared about Chris Klein. Nobody cared.
So he's never
been...
a
story.
Whoa, okay, nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
All right. Okay.
The burning bush has spoken.
All right. Oh, yes. That's right. I forgot about that.
No.
Yeah. What's that now?
But now I'm going to, because I didn't hear it.
Go ahead, Terry.
Tom Cruise was also asked by Entertainment Tonight in regards to him and Katie's wedding.
So what do you think about Chris Klein? He said, I love his jeans?
No. In regards to wedding plans, how, if they're, it has a wedding date been set? Hey, when are you going to take the prego down the aisle there, brother, I mean.
Oh, yeah. Either way. Right the first time.
Okay, so
yes, and what did he say?
He pretty much just said, no, we still do not have a wedding date set.
Bastard.
Which, I think so.
Well, whatever.
And the other thing that I didn't like about some of his comments is, I mean, the guy's
You don't like
millions.
Tom Cruise.
I don't right now.
I understand.
I'm out.
I understand.
He's talking about how artistic she is and how she loves ribbons and flowers and stuff.
And he was condescending when saying it?
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure he's very complimentary.
You're on Brooke Shields' side. Everyone be aware of that.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
But he says, quote, she loves flowers and she'll do her own floral arrangements.
All right,
I mean, that's a lot of work. I mean, he's realizing the wedding.
She enjoys it, though, Terry. Women need their little things.
Oh, my gosh.
Women need their little projects, Terry.
Yes, but she's pregnant, carrying his child. Not
she
that
enjoys
project
it.
Enough.
I don't think he's suggesting she's going to be putting up flowers at the wedding.
Yeah.
More the creative aspect.
She's not.
I understand that, but still.
Save a couple dollars.
She's not going to be making pigs in the blanket for the hors d'oeuvres.
Why should he care about saving a couple dollars?
He's not. All right, Terry, you're getting a little overboard with your hatred for Tom Cruise. All right, so he knocked women with postpartum depression, and you were filled with it. Don't take it personally. Leave the guy alone to some degree. You made your point. You hate him. Move on. I know you're just ready for Tom Cruise and Kenny Chesney to just run off together and get it over with.
Yes, I am.
At least that's more believable.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Oh, Kenny loves ribbons, and what he can do with a floral arrangement.
Oh, man. Yeah, which one's the bitch in that relationship?
Oh, boy.
Both.
Tough one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just guess
That's the best way to sum it up.
Yeah. It is.
We'll move on.
Okay.
You're okay.
So would it be Tom Chesney or Kenny Cruise?
Oh, Lord.
The T-Man.
Here's some great news if you love beer. There's new research to say that beer might be able to help you fight cancer.
Yeah!
This is a 10-year study from Oregon State University.
Yes.
And
From a college, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 10-year study from Wazoo.
This is a 10-year study from Oregon State University, and here's what it says, that a compound only found in hops, which is a main ingredient in beer, slows down the action of cancer-causing enzymes.
Wow! Woo-hoo! But if you smoke a pack while drinking the beer, you're back to square one.
Right. Cancels each other out.
Yeah, that's right. If you're lucky.
Right.
This is a 10-year study from Oregon State University.
Yes.
And here's what it says, that a compound only found in hops, which is a main ingredient in beer, slows down the action of cancer-causing enzymes.
And here's what it says. Like she was going to, no, I'm going to keep it to myself. Forget it. Screw you guys. Do you hear what she said? And here's what it says.
Yeah.
So nice. You're the news lady telling us the news. Yeah. Appreciate that.
This is a 10-year study from Oregon State University, and here's what it says.
It's generous.
That a compound only found in hops, which is a main ingredient in beer, slows down the action of cancer-causing enzymes. However, there's a word of caution from the scientists. They say most beer has very low levels of the compound, so they're trying.
Well, that's why we drink tons of it.
Yeah. Tap the kid.
Actually, I'm not a beer guy, Terry.
No?
No.
What kind? Just hard alcohol?
Well, if I'm going to drink, hard alcohol, or I've become a big red wine guy.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Beer long and red wine, huh?
I'm telling you, that I even when I said it, realized that perhaps that makes me, in some people's eyes, not so tough. But I love drowning down in red wine, man. It gets you drunk a lot faster than beer, I'll tell you that.
Really?
You can get drunk quicker off beer than red wine?
Depends on what beer you drink, yeah.
And I'll have a nice vodka Red Bull or something like that, Terry.
Right.
But beer has never been my thing.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
You okay with that?
I am.
All right.
I like
you want to fight
too.
about it?
No.
Okay.
However, there's a word of caution from the scientists. They say most beer has very low levels of the compound, so they're trying to figure out how to boost its effectiveness as a supplement.
So if you go to an India Pale Ale, something really hoppy, you could get
you know what?
More protection.
Just stop talking, dude. Just don't editorialize and shut up.
Oh, you don't like his little witty comment?
Oh, I don't need to hear about his comments on pale ale.
And how hoppy you are?
Should be his nickname.
He's a real beer expert.
Oh, if you go to a pale ale,
an India Pale Ale.
Yes. He's a beer guru.
Sounds like it.
So if you go to an India Pale Ale, something really hoppy, you could get.
I just think he wanted to use the words pale ale on his broadcast. Hoppy.
No.
Because that is the technical term for a lot of hops in beer.
Yeah.
It's very hoppy.
Don't worry, it's be hoppy.
Don't worry.
Something really hoppy, you could get maybe even more protection.
But if it's...
That's what you'll need after the show is more protection. Because I'm going to drill you like never before.
Right. Yeah, beer and protection don't normally go hand in hand. Beer and no protection.
You want to see hoppy, wait till they turn these cameras off.
Right.
I'll be hoppy all over your ass. All right, there it is.
Well, good news.
Beer away, Terry.
Yes, great medicine.
Absolutely. It cures what ails you. Oh, Lord. Thank you for the sound effect. We have one sound effect, and there it was if you heard it from a distance. Because, Terry, we could have a million sound effects. All right,
Sure,
we actually have so many means in the studio for sound effect kind of things.
Right.
We used to do a lot more sound effects in the past, but since the sound effects are so now available on the internet to everyone out there, I've kind of lost my interest in sound effects. Well, so all we do is play this.
Well,
that's like to make a point of all these other stupid shows now playing sound effects that anyone can get now. It's no point in it.
But when you have Stephen Kilbreth, the human sound effect.
Yeah. I mean, nobody has him.
Back about 6, 8, 10 years ago, playing a movie clip was cool because no one could hear that just on a whim like you could if you took the time to make it available for your radio show. Now all you gotta do is go to the internet and movie clip's not gonna be.
Right.
All right? No big deal to play your stupid sound effects.
Applause sound effect. Oh, where'd you get that? That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, there must be a lot of people in the studio.
Right. Such an illusion.
So I'm out on the sound effect thing, all right? So we make it official here.
So Steven's out of a job?
Well, Steven's sound effects are just so ridiculous that they add to the fun.
Oh,
You can't find his on the internet.
No, that's true. You
Not
can't.
No. Someday. Speaking of sound effects, Steven, how is the whole pregnancy thing going? He said making a major segue. How is the...
It's a major segue.
How is...
Major segue.
Oh, jeez. I know you're now... Oh, Lord. Only 2 months away from being a daddy, at least as far as the due date is concerned. Correct or incorrect?
Yeah, we're 2 months and a week, yeah.
You want to give us a progress report? How you're feeling? How you're doing? How you're smelling? What's going on here?
Oh, I smell great. I'm doing well. I am feeling well. I'm doing everything well. I put the crib together, or actually my brother came over and put the crib together.
I was going to say you didn't.
Yeah, I don't see Steven following the instructions and putting the crib together.
He was watching MTV Cribs to figure it out.
Steven's coming back with a bag of chips while he's watching his brother.
You had to have your brother come over to put the crib together?
Well, he helped, yes.
He did it for you?
Well, he helped, yes.
That's why you read the instructions while he did it.
I got him a Diet Coke, and...
That's why the brother's a lawyer.
I gave him updates on the Seahawks game that I was watching.
And that was your assistance. Yeah. And he put it together for you this weekend. The crib is together.
The crib, yeah. The room's coming together.
Oh, how exciting.
It's a big step for Benny.
Yeah, it is.
So, is Benjamin the name we're going with? There's been no change in that plan?
No change yet, but you never can tell.
Wow!
We've been calling him Benny this whole time.
What if he is born and you look at him and he looks the exact opposite of what a Ben should look like?
Well, then it would be changed.
Wow!
Oh, do you have a backup name?
No.
Something tells me they do.
But he
actually, we don't have a backup name.
No backup name.
But there's possible girl names in the unlikely event of a female.
Hey, forget about that. Jeez, it's like.
But I've heard stories of people that say that they were told convincingly that it was going to be a boy.
There's always a story about everything. Doesn't mean it happens. Even remotely, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
All right.
You're having a boy.
You're having a boy.
Right.
I know maybe this is tough for you to accept.
It's not tough to accept, but
then forget the idea of having a girl.
Okay. Well, I don't have the idea.
All right, if it was a girl, what would be her name?
I'm not going to tell you now.
Oh, see, you got him all
Steven
upset.
can't believe this child has a penis. Steven, it's going to be a boy, but just in the event, all right, we'll humor you that they made a mistake and it was just a piece of loose skin taking after his daddy, hanging around there, and it really is a girl. What is going to be her name?
Well, there's 2 names now, Julia or Ava.
They have 2 names for a girl, which they're not having.
Right. But
and only one name for a boy, which they are having.
Yeah, no backup.
All right. It's Julia or what?
Well, you're that confident. That's great. Julia or Ava.
That's what the people who looked at the ultrasound said.
They said, well, we think it's going to be a boy.
Then it's going to be a boy.
Okay.
They looked at the ultrasound. They saw a penis. That means boy.
Okay. So doctors never make mistakes.
As I said, maybe there's 1 or 2 situations that somebody.
Well, the 2 people I've heard from then.
Oh yeah, you know 2 people personally that happened to.
Yes.
That they were told it was going to be a boy.
Yes.
Now I've heard perhaps if it's going to happen, it'll be the other way around. They say it's a girl because they couldn't find the little sucker.
Right.
And
it would make more sense to be that way.
Yeah, but if they saw the penis, it's a boy.
Oh.
Now, are you going to tell me that you have 2 friends that they told them it was going to be a boy and it turned out to be a girl?
Well, they're not friends. They're people that I know, though, that I've talked to.
Well, how do you know them then?
Well, I was doing an auction, and I was talking to a woman about us being pregnant and said it was a boy, and she goes, oh, well, they told me mine was going to be a boy, and it wasn't. We had all these things monogrammed, and so I had to name her the monogram names.
Steven picked up the cell phone. Well, you better come up with a second name for a girl right now. All right, listen, it's going to be a boy.
For a girl.
Julia or what?
Ava.
Oh, that's pretty.
Okay. Well, just go to waste, that name, as far as...
Well, maybe the second child will be a girl.
Okay,
you never know.
There it is.
There you go.
You got 2 names picked out. Yeah, it's nice. Just trying to have a simple conversation.
We're
you actually
can't.
You can't do that.
I can't help.
You can't
but
have a simple conversation. It's not in your makeup.
Well, your approach to this whole conversation is ridiculous.
How is my approach ridiculous?
You're still convinced, for some reason, I don't know what kind of psychological reason it is, Terry, that he's holding out that this is going to be a girl.
All I said is that there's a chance.
I can't tolerate. You know what? I'm not having conversations with him anymore.
We won't ask about
This is the last conversation. Is this all come down to his cautious stance?
Yes.
That's all. He's
Yes.
super cautious.
Yes.
Doesn't
If there's
take
any
risks,
chance for anything.
Remind me that this is the last conversation I'm ever going to have with him in my life. Because I can't take it.
Well, I hope it's a girl now, just to prove your ass wrong.
Drives me crazy. How much you want to bet?
Well, I wouldn't bet because they know that it's going to be a boy.
I'll give you 1,000 to 1 odds. Well, that wouldn't make any sense. I'll give you.
Well, so you won't even do it. You're not even going to back it up.
I'll give you 200.
Scaredy cat.
200 to 1 odds.
Give me 1,000 to 1.
200 to 1.
Come on, jackass. 1,000 to 1.
He's going to go adopt now. That'll be worth it.
Forget it.
So obviously the doctors don't know everything if you're only willing to go 200 to 1.
Well, I don't want to have to put up $1,000 to every $1 you put up. What am I going to get?
But it's not going to happen. You're 100% guaranteeing.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, everything's going well. Okay, super. Terry, what else do you have there?
It started out so pleasant. It really did.
Well, you couldn't see it going that way?
I was so excited that, I can't believe it's gone by so fast.
I know.
She doesn't look, she looks great.
Wow.
Your wife does. She really does.
Mm-hmm. Terry scopes her out every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's tough on a
And
woman.
we're right on her wing when she does. We're her wingman when she goes on her scoping expeditions to hunt down your wife.
Watch out, Stephen.
He's going to be in the class of 24. Isn't that exciting? That's going to be here sooner than you think.
You already got the T-shirt made up?
Right.
Probably don't need to buy a Letterman's jacket, so don't worry about that.
He could just wear the one.
Way, then.
He could just wear all the letters that his dad earned back at Anacortes High.
Right.
Stephen, where do you expect him to excel at athletics?
Whatever he chooses to excel.
Wow. So you don't see a future in any sport, him having
I don't think in a preborn child you can decide where they're going to be.
Based on what you were good at, Stephen, you would think maybe he has a natural talent awaiting in some area. Is there anything that you can think of, or just nothing coming to mind? Kickball, anything?
Well, since I'm such a fat, weak person and have no athletic ability whatsoever, and no actually muscle mass ever on my body, I would think that he would have nothing then.
Forgot the chins.
And it's me who can't have a conversation with him, Terry. Mm-hmm.
Well, because obviously that wasn't a setup question.
Well, actually, that
you
was
weren't setting me up to be a dick.
That was about as on target a description as you've ever given yourself.
Well, but when it's beaten into your head for 10 years straight, you pretty much figure it out.
Should have been beaten into your head for 35 years straight. That's how long you've been alive, right? Anyway, all right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I think this is a star quarterback, Ben, in the making, Terry.
There you go.
Yes, Ben Kilbreth.
That'd be great.
Scholarship by grade 9.
Go play
drafted in the first round of whatever sport he chooses.
Then I can retire. Make us a lot of money.
Make us.
First round of the traffic reporter draft.
Wow.
It's very exciting. I'm very excited. Believe it or not, Stephen, I'm very excited for you. Even though we can't have any conversation on any level.
It's kind of weird that you can't have a conversation with each other.
Was it me or was it him? It was him, right?
I don't think it was me.
All right, anyway.
So weird.
You know what? Bring over the hopper. Let me pick a bill out after these words, please. Good. Great.
Hey, what's up?
That's what happens when you get 2 fourth graders to show.
I'm going on tour, by the way.
That's right.
Me and my tootin' band.
Can you believe what time it is?
Wow, look what time it is.
Yesterday morning, around this time, we announced a bill for $1,101 to Cicely Tyson.
Yes.
What was her name?
Salika something?
Salika.
Mouton.
Salika, yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
Salika Mouton. We paid off her Visa Gold Card bill, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, this morning, I'm going to reach even deeper, baby.
Really?
Oh, I'm going to reach down, down, down. Then I'm going to put my hand in the hopper, Terry, and I'm going to pull out a bill. And I know there are some bills in here for like $4 grand,
wow.
$5 grand.
Nice.
And there are bills, believe it or not, that people sent in for like $11. Hey. So you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah! Ow!
I'll pay off someone's Visa tinfoil bill.
You feel this one, Terry? Do you feel this one?
Oh, yeah, I feel it.
No, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
Oh, no. Give me that one. Give me that one.
Oh, wow. What are we doing now? What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, grab tight.
Oh, yeah.
Ow!
I got the one, baby.
Ooh.
I got the one.
You got to go to my bed.
I don't know
feel
if
that
it's the right
a good one. Yeah.
Okay, easy now. Terry just so quickly gets into mode there.
Oh, yeah.
I almost have to calm her down.
Hold on.
Let's see what I have here. Really? Terry, this looks like...
It's a really big one.
Okay, easy. 10:01. This looks like a car insurance bill, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
This looks like somebody needed to make a payment on November 3rd, Terry.
Oops.
Whoa.
A little late.
Well, it says your current policy will expire on November 3rd if the payment for $181.72 is not received.
Oh, wow.
So not the biggest bill in the world.
No,
but obviously one in great need.
Yeah. Don't get pulled over.
Right. We're hoping that if you made this payment, in which case we'll give you back the $181.72 that you paid, or you're not driving. One of the two.
Or driving dirty.
Driving
amongst
dirty.
all the other dirty drivers out there. You won't be alone, baby. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, we've all done it.
This one goes out. This insurance bill belongs to Celia Moody. Celia Moody.
All right.
If you're out there in Seattle, yes, I've heard of that little one-horse town, Terry. Seattle, Washington is where she's from. She is Celia Moody. Celia A. Moody, to be exact, Terry. Because it has a middle initial here. I might as well give it out just in case there's two Celia Moody's.
Yeah, sure.
Celia Moody, you have 1/2 hour. Let me see, Terry. Look at the clock. It is 7:14. We'll give her till 7:45. We'll give her 31 minutes.
Wow, that's nice.
Bonus minute.
A bonus minute for being a great Cube 93 listener. If you call back in 31 minutes at 1-866-663-TMAN, you will get this $181.72 bill paid for in full.
Yes.
I'm hoping Celia sent in lots of bills, and this one wasn't the biggest one, but she's got to be happy that we pulled this one out of the hopper this morning.
Sure.
That's 1-866-663-TMAN, 1-866-663-TMAN. You have 30 minutes now. Well, 30 minutes and a couple of seconds to get that call in here as I open the phone lines, Terry.
Go, Celia.
Give her a chance.
Car insurance, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. She must not have any second-degree negligence on her record.
Well,
or tickets.
when you go to insurance companies that I don't think anyone's ever heard of.
Okay. Bob Spaghetti Insurance Incorporated.
Bob Spaghetti Insurance and tacos.
Right.
I've never heard of this insurance company. But, hey, if they're insuring her, then she's all legal. She's all good to go. I mean, she saved even more than 10% on her insurance by switching to whatever company this is.
Okay.
She's ready to go. So please, Celia Moody or someone who knows her, wake her up.
Get her on the phone.
Get her on the phone. She needed to make this payment by November 3rd. This is a desperate situation.
Her insurance has lapsed.
Oh, by the way, she needed to make this insurance payment by November 3rd, 2005 at 12:01 a.m.
I love that.
So it points that out. So basically, the payment needed to be made by November 2nd.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Because when the clock struck 12, she had 1 minute to drive and get out of her car on November 3rd. Because it makes it clear. Her policy expires on November 3rd, 2005 at 12:01 a.m.
Why do they do that?
Give you a full day.
Sure.
They're basically telling you November 2nd. But you would think you could drive all November 3rd when you see November 3rd.
Look at it.
They should make it November 3rd at 11:59.
It expires on November 3rd, so the minute it turns November 3rd.
That's why but you see November 3rd, you think you can drive on November 3rd.
You think you'd have the whole day.
So they should make it, well, let's discuss this till 10 in the morning. Oh, they should make it that your policy expires on November 3rd, 2005 at 11:59 p.m. Give you that full day.
It's probably in small print, too. Just another way to screw you.
Mm-hmm. Wow. When you buy your insurance at Bill Magoo's Insurance and Fish Sticks.
But she got some good fish sticks with it, though. So that's good.
I tell you, that Bill Magoo sure battered a fish stick.
I didn't know he had insurance there, too. I've had the fish sticks.
So what's the deal, Pacey? No call from her yet, or what? No
Come
call
on,
from Celia Moody, but we have 9 Bill Magoos on the line today. You're checking. All right, well, verify it with the information that I handed you there, and here's a little extra. Here, grab this here, baby. All right, there it is. So if Celia Moody calls in, Terry, we'll know about it.
Oh, good.
All right?
Yes.
Pasty Dave is on the case.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. There it is.
Wow.
John John's contribution for the morning. And what am I being told? That Schwager's outside?
Oh, really?
Outside? Wow.
Swagger?
Yes.
No school today? No college?
Has he been outside all morning? Because usually he gets here before we do if he comes down. Was he here all morning?
Yeah, he's been here for a while.
Wow, that's nice.
Pasty, what time did Schwager get here?
He was here about 5 minutes to 6.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Because this is the first I heard about it during the last break.
Yeah, I stuck him in the green room.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I forgot you were here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
All right, what else is going on in the world today?
Well, T-Man, I have an update for you on your Carolina Panthers cheerleaders, you know, the one...
Well, you think you need to remind me as to who the Carolina
Panther
Carolina Panther cheerleaders that you're talking about here?
Yeah.
Yes, I brought them alive here in the studio yesterday.
You sure did.
Oh, and then some.
Yeah, I would say so.
They're the cheerleaders in case somebody out there is not aware that had some lesbianic action going on in a club in Tampa as they, as I read yesterday, on their own dime, made the trip down to Tampa Bay to see the game between the Panthers and the Buccaneers. Mm-hmm. Which kind of reeks as though they are, interesting choice of words, that they're interested in a couple of players. That's what it tells me, Terry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah. Well, besides each other as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little threesome there.
What's the update?
They were kicked off the cheerleading squad, actually.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, they were fired for violating a signed code that bans conduct embarrassing to the team.
And it's embarrassing
or
to the team to have
organization.
sexual intercourse of a lesbian nature, of a lesbonic fashion, in a bathroom stall with a fellow cheerleader.
Well, I think it's actually more of the being arrested and the assault and battery charges that were brought against them
right.
when they tried to, when they hit the woman who tried to use the bathroom.
Uh-huh. So if it had just been like a public sexual display that they put on, let's say in the alley or outside the club, and it was written up as a ticket just based on that, would they have been kicked off the team for that?
I think that any kind, I think that just any kind of,
Illegal
spotlight on the whole incident.
Negative spotlight of any kind.
Yes.
And you see any kind of lesbonic display of affection, that's a negative spotlight.
I didn't say that was negative. I'm just saying that it drew a lot of attention media-wise.
That didn't need to be drawn.
That didn't need to be drawn to them.
Well, maybe just going to Banana Joe's itself, Terry, is the kind of negative attention that the Carolina Panthers doesn't need. Any club called Banana Joe's is just certain kinds of publicity that we don't need here in Carolina.
Right. I think if they had their little tryst totally under the radar and nobody even knew about it, then everything would be fine.
They would have thought it was cute.
Yeah.
But it sealed the deal when the lesbian cheerleaders punched a fellow Banana Joe patron in the mouth and then resisted arrest with the police officers there in Tampa.
Yes, and had to be thrown in jail and got mug shots.
Thrown in jail and the mug shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much put the icing on the firing cake.
I think so.
It's a damn shame the two quality cheerleaders had to go down like that, Terry. Anyway.
Two lucky alternates get called up from the minors.
Wow.
Sitting around getting fat all year because they didn't make the team.
Two tryout castaways now get their phones rung.
They're going, what? I got to lose what?
Oh, jeez.
How much weight?
Well, something tells me there'll just be 2 vacant spots for the rest of the season on that Carolina Panther cheerleading squad that will be unfilled.
Yeah, maybe.
Where 2 lesbians used to wave their pom-poms. Now their lockers are empty. And their little tennis shoes are
all hung up.
Go hang out with T.O.
Right.
And, yes, they want to play video games with Terrell Owens. There's Certainly time for that, for all three of them.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Oh, geez.
It's kind of on a personal side in regards to this.
Because I speak for all lesbians.
Well, no, actually, because your wife was a Seahawks cheerleader.
Oh, that's true.
And I'm wondering if you guys had a conversation about this little incident, if she knew of any...
lesbian cheerleaders on the Seagulls?
Well, not necessarily.
Please say yes.
Maybe a couple. She said, honey, I'm not going to have this conversation until you put it away.
Well, until I put it away.
Yeah. Well, I'm
you don't think she likes to see it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, not when
I'm her
husband. Not in that.
What's mine is hers. Anyhow.
I didn't know if you actually said, hey, honey, did you hear about this little story, and any of those cheerleader friends of yours get into it like that?
Wow.
And she said, oh, Jane and Julie, they did it all the time. Nothing like that.
See, I take for granted, Terry, that if there were any lesbian action going on that Seagull squad,
right,
especially back when she was a cheerleader,
yes,
I would already know about it.
Really?
That's right.
Okay.
Now, maybe there was a little tongue kiss here or there between cheerleaders.
Oh, really?
Yes, but I don't think there was any bathroom stall club action between two cheerleaders on the Seagulls. That's not the way the girls do it here in the Northwest, Terry, that are on the Seagulls.
That's why I was wondering if you had a conversation with her.
I'm telling you, I speak for all Seagull cheerleaders. And those girls love men.
Okay.
How about that? Those girls in Carolina probably do too.
Not to the degree that the women here in the Northwest love men. Now, granted, they're your share of lesbians, but there are different types of lesbians out there.
I see.
It's the go to the storm game, or I'm totally into women. Not to say there aren't a lot of lipstick lesbians out here. I just don't think that the girls who are inspired to be on the Seagull squad are the harder core, man, I want to take it to that girl kind of lesbian, Terry.
All right.
It's all boys on the radar.
Oh.
For those ladies, Terry.
Okay.
So no Tris in the FX McCrory's bathroom?
Not that, like a lot of ladies these days, not that they can't be attracted or share a nice little tongue kiss, Terry.
Right, here and there.
And get a little bit of a tingle going here or there.
Gotcha.
But not to the point where, I have to take you by the hair to that stall and just start munching. That's not like that.
All right.
All right.
I gotcha.
Now.
Yes.
If you're asking me if there is the share of perhaps embarrassing stories that had to be swept under the carpet that thankfully weren't brought to light by public record like this situation in Carolina, if that existed through the years on the Seagull squad, I'm going to tell you that this... But... As far as this kind of story being duplicated on the Seagull squad, where two lesbians were going at it in the bathroom, having sex with each other, and then punching out fellow patrons that were trying to break it up, no, there's been no similar story to my knowledge.
But do you speak for all Sonic's dance team members, too?
Oh, that's right, man.
Yeah, those little fruity bastards that spin on their head, they're definitely lesbians.
They just have huge cheerleader orgies.
Yeah.
No man allowed.
I heard Blitz and the Mariner Moose got caught in the bathroom once, too.
Yeah, but that was swept under the carpet. That wasn't supposed to be talked about.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just curious.
Now, did I answer your specific question?
You did, yes. I
you feel satisfied with that answer?
Sure, yeah.
Not me.
Unsatisfied.
Well, I mean,
is there any follow-up questions you have based on that, Terry?
No. I mean, back to this original story I kind of do.
All right.
So you think that were straight out lesbians, not
No, I'm not saying they were straight out lesbians.
Okay.
I'm not saying they were straight out
lesbians. Because you keep calling them lesbians.
I didn't say probably.
Because you keep, when we refer to this story, you keep calling them lesbians.
Well, they had a lesbonic, serious. That's a serious lesbonic moment.
Serious moment.
But,
they weren't just.
They could be bisexual.
They weren't just tonguing each other on the dance floor.
No, I understand that.
Okay, now tonguing each other on the dance floor is a nice, curiosity, satisfying moment that a lot of women have these days.
Right. Everybody loves that.
But taking it to the stall, and they were having girl-on-girl sexual intercourse, Terry. That's obviously to the next level and levels beyond.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that they were outright lesbians or hardcore lesbians or women that hate men kind of lesbians.
Right.
I think they certainly have had their women on men sexual relations and then some.
Right.
But they were just women who are prepared to take it to levels beyond where I don't think the average Seagull will go.
Okay.
Maybe one over 10 years.
Maybe.
But not two, so she had a problem.
You're right.
You getting it now, Terry?
Probably. No. I didn't say that.
I didn't say problem.
I didn't say probably.
I
didn't say the word probably.
Glad we don't put sound effects.
They don't play cuts anymore, do they?
Well, that fit perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Terry, it seems like you have a lot of questions about this.
I was only...
You seem rather curious about this situation. You seem a tad turned on. There's a tinge of excitement in your step when you talk about this, even though you're sitting down. There is a lot to explore from this angle, based on all these questions that you have. You okay there?
I am.
What about the people in Blue Thunder? Are they curious?
Terry couldn't wait. Terry could not even wait past, 7:30 this morning to bring up the update on these cheerleaders in Carolina that are undergoing serious, scandalous-like behaviors and are part of a big-time news story, not just there, but all over the country right now.
Right.
You are all over this, Terry, like fried on rice.
Yeah.
What does that tell us?
Oh, I'm curious.
Oh. All right.
Had a couple questions.
Is there anything else I can answer for you?
No. You answered them.
Because answering these questions doesn't make you... asking these questions doesn't make you a lesbian, Terry.
No, I understand
Okay.
that. I'm perfectly clear on that.
Although some would dispute that.
What?
Okay.
You just want to know if there was dirty all over the country.
Wow.
Right?
Terry wants to know if this happens on every NFL cheerleading squad.
Right.
If this was just a couple of girls who got caught, and yet it's happening every weekend, basically, in any club that the cheerleaders go to together.
Right.
And I would have to say that, Terry, this is not typical of your NFL cheerleading squad. Girls go out to clubs all the time. They don't wind up in the bathroom stalls together going at it in that capacity.
Sure. True.
And that's the key there.
Okay.
The key words there is in that capacity. They went at it in such a degree that it was free-for-all style, Terry.
Yeah, we saw it live here.
And then when it got broken up, they were so... Yeah, we saw it here in the studio reenacted.
Right.
They were so... If you missed yesterday's show, boy, you missed the singer. They were so upset by being interrupted in that bathroom stall, Terry, that they were willing to fight women that broke their flow.
Yes, I understand.
Now that's serious.
Uh-huh.
And they got stripped of their title as cheerleaders.
Yep, no longer
just based on the pictures we saw of them, they should have been stripped of their title as cheerleaders, Terry.
They had great dancing ability.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, because it's not always on looks.
Mm-hmm. And the Carolina Panthers are a team that obviously have a realistic chance of going far this year, making it back to the Super Bowl. And the NFL cheerleaders don't travel with the team, but they do go to the Super Bowl, Terry.
Oh.
Now, how down on their lesbian feelings are they going to be if they miss out on a Super Bowl little trip to glamorous Detroit? Will it have all been worth it?
Well.
Because they couldn't keep their hands off each other's coaches? I don't know. You'll have to ask them. I don't know the answer to that.
Right.
Nothing as romantic as doing it over a public toilet.
I know.
Stephen, you would know.
Wow.
We've heard all the stories. You and Squatch.
Wow.
They're in the storm game.
I wonder who's hairier.
Yeah, he keeps the head on, though. It's weird.
Well, people who have seen them go at it in the bathroom, in the public restroom there at the Key Arena, have not been able to decipher who's hairier.
One giant two-backed monster.
When they get close enough, it looks like just one big monster.
Big hairball.
Stephen, are you going to dispute that at this time?
Well, I would say that a guy with a furry suit on is probably hairier than I.
Wow, but you're not disputing that you and him went at it in the bathroom stall there.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Terry, do you think that was a rush to judgment that they got kicked off the Carolina cheerleading squad, or it was very justified that they got immediately removed from the squad without even a hearing of any kind?
I think that if they sign something that, like a contract that states that they have to abide by certain rules and codes of conduct, then yes.
Well, they never even got a chance, I would imagine, of giving their say.
What kind of chance is there when
whatever happened to due process? Are you telling me due process doesn't apply when you're dealing with lesbians?
It's kind of tough to really defend your actions when you're sitting behind a jail cell and you've got mugshots. Oh, no, I'm innocent.
They could have got the wrong girls.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe it was two other girls at Banana Joe's that got away with it.
Sure.
And they were framed.
Okay.
They were only in there to take a little tinkle.
Right.
I'm just saying, Terry. Yeah. I'm just asking a question. You answered my question very definitively. You don't think it was a rush to judgment?
No.
In a very definitive fashion, you have told me that it was very justified that they got kicked off the squad ASAP.
Well, who won the game? Did Carolina win?
Carolina won by a very healthy margin.
Well, people in Tampa may be upset. Maybe they were persecuted unfairly.
Oh, what's this now?
Well, maybe they went after them and set them up.
How does I don't understand this.
Because Carolina beat Tampa, and so they were upset about it, and so they...
So it inspired the Carolina Panther team to play better than they would have ordinarily?
No. Oh, this was before the game?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought it was after the game.
It was Saturday night. The game was on Sunday.
Oh, I thought it was Sunday night.
Well,
then never mind.
Maybe it was.
Throw my theory out the door, then.
I'm just assuming good time lesbian action goes on a Saturday night and not a Sunday. Maybe
I think you could have good time lesbian action any day of the week.
Well, you would know.
Any talk of Steven and Squash getting it on really throws him off.
Mm-hmm. Did it happen Saturday or Sunday night, Terry?
This one in the update.
All right, it's not that big a deal. So far, no Celia. Moody.
Oh.
Right? You're scouring through the calls?
I'm going through them.
No Celia Moody.
Celia Booty called up.
Oh, jeez. Got a call from Celia Booty. And Pasty will be calling her back later.
Oh, yeah.
Your booty, my magnum. Let's make magic happen.
The T-Man.
Q93 is ready to write a check in the name of Salika Mouton for $1,101.91. Salika?
Hello?
You need not worry about your gold card any longer as far as its current balance. We will pay the whole damn thing off.
I'm so excited.
Listen for your name at 72418.
Salika took a chance.
And the chance paid off.
You're paying your bills, baby.
Powered by Xbox.
Cube 93.
Hey now!
You're a mean one.
Not really.
Mr. Grinch.
How can you say that, Terry?
You really are a hero.
Yes, but I'm giving away a $5,000 gift card.
Cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel.
May all be true.
Mr. Grinch.
Uh-huh.
You're a bad banana with a...
With what now?
Greasy black pea.
Ah, I've heard worse. Anyhow, Terry.
Yes.
How many Grinches out there save Christmas?
You're a monster.
Well,
Mr. Grinch.
Don't you know?
Your heart's an empty hole.
Well, it depends how you look at it.
Your brain is full of spiders.
But I make the most of it. Okay, anyhow, Terry. The scrolls.
I wouldn't touch you with a...
What now?
39.5-foot pole.
Okay, go out and buy a 40-foot pole.
Yeah,
anyway.
Where do you get one of those?
You're a vile one.
Mm-hmm. Stephen would like a 39.5-inch pole.
Oh, yeah.
Then he would be the man he always dreamed of being.
We noticed the bad banana.
Mm-hmm. Terry, as far as the scrolls are sitting right now, it looks as though a good 10 to 20% of the names have been filled in. That means 80 to 90% of the names still are vacant, waiting to be filled in with your name, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Now, every day, Terry, I have informed Pacey Dave to give me 2 people to come down here to apply, to try to get their name on that sacred scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And we had 2 scheduled for this morning, like we did yesterday morning and the morning before. And one of the 2 applicants for today just phoned Pasty, telling him that although she's filled with regret, she will not be making it down this morning.
Oh, not good.
And Pasty's explanation for why this happened seems to me, from what he told me during the break, Terry, to be right on target, and I would like to discuss it if that's okay.
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
dude, sounds good.
Pasty!
Yes, sir.
Remind me as to how it all shook down with this girl, and do you have her email there? May I see it? Because you said she sent a picture with her email, and she was really hot, right?
Right,
Not that helps you get in the door, Terry.
Right.
But some have made that claim. Pacey's the one. I have no control over who gets called back. That's the reality, Terry. I mean, I sit here, and when they come in, I will be the one who says whether they get on the scroll or not, and as everyone knows, I've been pretty damn generous.
Yeah.
As far as people pretty much being in a slam dunk situation of getting on that scroll and then being in a realistic position of winning $5,000 for Christmas in the form of a gift card that could be used at one of many outstanding locations that Terry Free will fill you in on right now.
South Center's Como Mall. I can't remember.
Terry hates when I put her on the spot.
do.
Just look at her face when that happens.
It's tough to look at.
Maybe before the finals, Terry. Maybe before we get to Emerald Downs and settle this whole thing out, you'll be able, without any difficulty, to run off the names of those fine department stores and online locations. You know the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about South Centre, Como, Evermore, Underwood, Northgate, Macy's, Amazon, Red Bank. How difficult is it?
Shouldn't be too difficult.
It shouldn't be. I mean, that's not.
Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Please keep me informed as to what happened up till now.
She was
this particular individual.
I talked to her for the first time on Sunday and was very enthusiastic about coming down. She was all gung-ho about it and very happy that I called her back.
Pasty not subscribing to the theory that Sunday's the day of rest, Terry.
No.
Unless you want to rest with him.
Right.
He's a good producer.
He is making calls to your homes on a Sunday.
Oh, yes, I am.
All right, what happened?
She told me on Sunday that she was going to be available for Tuesday, so I went ahead and gave her a call back yesterday.
Wow, so you let them pick the day?
Well, I was trying to get her for Monday,
Well,
actually.
if you're hot enough, I guess it works out that way. I don't know how Pasty does it, but okay, she said Tuesday would work out for her. Tuesday is here, and what happened?
So scheduled her for Tuesday, went ahead and called her last night.
You called her last night, too?
Wow, a daily call. So
no wonder
far.
so many people show up. Pasty's all over their ass.
Right.
I'm calling everybody.
It's me again.
See, this is why I'm bringing this up, because it's with Pasty Day very rare that somebody in the history of him being the executive producer, Terry, has backed out on us.
Right.
I mean, normally I wouldn't have the time to
see everyone.
to talk about everyone that backed out in the past. Go ahead, Pasty. Continue on.
So when I talked to her last night, she had heard the show yesterday and was a little nervous about bringing her boyfriend along with her on the trip.
Oh, yes. Terry, if you remember yesterday's show, not only did we have the reenactment of the Carolina cheerleader situation between the two ladies who both got themselves on the Sacred Scrolls.
Right. They did a good job.
You also heard the one that was married throw her husband out of the green room.
Yeah.
Kind of tossed the keys in his face. And then when it was all over, oh, did he get even and then some, Terry, to a scary type proportion. He gave her the finger, told her to get a divorce attorney, and we have broken up another couple here on the T-Man in the Morning Show. At least
sign of maturity there.
At least that's the way it was left.
Yes.
Maturity on whose part? On my part?
On his part.
Oh, on his part. That's
Yes.
right. That's right. Good point. Okay.
Whatever.
So she got a little scared by hearing that?
She heard that. She got a little nervous, and then when I tried
She got nervous, or her husband or boyfriend got nervous?
Well, I called her again this morning because I do a 6:30 call on everybody coming down and make sure they're
She
ready.
is just your executive producer slash stalker. All right.
And she was gung-ho ready to go, and then she called me back an hour ago saying that when she had got home this morning, she had some problems, some personal issues, and that she was not going to be able to come in. And I took that as a relationship problem.
Now, was she supposed to come by herself? Was she supposed to bring a boyfriend or a husband, or what?
She was going to be, she has car Seattle driving issues, and she was going to be bringing her boyfriend along so she could get
Okay,
here.
what's the deal with these women that can't drive in the very scary downtown Seattle area? You don't hear men saying, I don't drive in Seattle.
Well, but most men, of course, are not going to admit that they have no clue where they're going.
Because they don't. It's not about not knowing where you're going. It's about a phobia of driving in the downtown area. Some faction of women have it. It always amuses me, Terry. There's not a man that I've ever heard say, I can't drive downtown. It's just too risky. I'm not comfortable with it. There's so many cars flying around.
Right.
Men don't subscribe to that theory, Terry. Women, there's a nice pool of women, and we just heard of two now back to back. Because yesterday said the same thing, didn't she? She said I said, why did she bring her husband? There's no reason to bring a husband down here.
Right.
She said she brought her husband because she's scared to drive in downtown Seattle.
Right.
Fine. That seemed like at least a reason. Not a great reason, but a reason nonetheless.
Right.
So there sat the husband out in the green room, which led to all the chaos.
Well, yeah. After you told him to leave because... And then she did. She threw the keys, right?
Well, yes. We already went through that.
All right.
But now, here's another woman, 2 days in a row, who's afraid to drive in downtown, had to bring her boyfriend. Her boyfriend and her were probably listening yesterday, hearing all that happened, and she got scared.
Yeah.
And that's why she backed out on us. And what happens now? And I guarantee it wasn't her that backed out. Her boyfriend said, we're not going down there. I'll give you $5,000. Even though I only have $20 in my bank account. I'll give you $5,000.
Right.
Terry, I'm looking at this email right now.
Yeah?
This is a pretty hot blonde.
Oh.
All right?
Okay.
And she's backed out because we scared her away based on what happened yesterday morning?
She doesn't want to lose her man.
No.
Her boyfriend told her, he put the kibosh, he is running things.
If that's the case, then, I mean, with this incident today and the incident yesterday, all these controlling, over-jealous, immature boyfriends, husbands, they need to leave them. They need to go. They need to get rid of them.
Wow, Terry speaking from a strong foundation of experience here, ladies. Is telling you, get out while the getting's good.
Yeah. I mean,
because they don't need to be with these over-controlling boyfriends. That run stuff like this.
They're low self-esteem guys.
Wow.
Who wants that?
So the guy who gave his wife the finger yesterday was all stemming from his low self-esteem situation.
Yes. Whoa. I'm so insecure about my manliness.
Man,
so let
me too.
So it makes you secure with your manliness to have keys thrown in your face and be banished to the garage?
Come on. First of all, you know what you're doing to come down here. And it's not unheard of to have you say, hey, go have your man or whoever you brought down here wait in the car. It's been done many times over the years.
The girl who just called Pasty and said that she can't come now all of a sudden because of issues that she didn't go into? Did you ask her why?
I didn't. She didn't. You could tell she didn't really want to talk about it too much, so I didn't press her on it.
At 6:30 this morning, she was ready to come down.
Yes, correct. She was just getting ready to get in the car.
At 7 o'clock, things changed.
Correct.
Now, why did they change?
Like I said, I didn't really go into it with her. I didn't really find out.
But she sounded genuinely okay and excited about coming down at 6:30.
Absolutely.
And then something changed.
And when she called me at 7, she was very appalled. I'm so sorry. I can't come down. I'm so sorry.
Apologizing for that a boyfriend of hers.
I can't go.
Okay. Here's her original email, Terry.
All right.
Dear T-Man, I am emailing you because I want my name on that damn list. She puts that in all capitals.
Wow. She wants to be on bad.
I listen to you every morning on the way to work. I think you're hilarious. I turned 20 last June. I took all my college money and invested it into my own tanning salon.
Oh, wow. Very good.
We're doing pretty well, don't get me wrong, but that $5,000 gift card would make my Christmas. Make my Christmas, again, all caps, emphasizing the degree to how it would make her Christmas, Terry. Being that this is the slow season in the tanning salon industry, this is the slow season? What's the in season?
I don't know. Summer.
July. I don't know. Being that this is the slow season.
Right.
Yada, yada, yada. I deserve that card. I know you will understand because you can't pass me up. I'm hot and very intelligent.
Wow.
Thanks for your time. I'm sending a picture, and here it is.
Wow.
And based on the picture, Terry.
Yes.
I can't hide the fact that I'm a tad disappointed that she backed out on us, that we scared her away with yesterday's situation.
Well, it sounds like, I mean, even though she's young, at 20, she seems to be pretty smart, investing in her own company and business, doing,
How
whatever.
much does it take to plop down to buy a couple of tanning beds?
But then again, a lot of 20-year-old girls probably aren't
How many
thinking
brains does it take to make that happen, Terry?
I think that's pretty good of her to do that.
Peepholes here. I mean, big deal.
Ooh, the bulb went out. I got to fill that one back in. Come on.
But still, I mean...
Terry, she is now, as far as I'm concerned, she can call back and say, I changed my mind, I'm coming back down. No, she's out now. It's over. Not that she will call back, but if she did, it's not even a discussion. She's out. Because she let her controlling boyfriend, perhaps that's the situation, Terry, make the decision for her because he was all scared the possibilities of coming down to the lion's den and mating the lion. Steven giggles on that.
I like your growl.
Whoa.
Very ferocious.
Hakuna Matata.
And that's the point, Terry. I mean, how ferocious is this cuddly lion? I mean, yes, we like to have our fun around here and reenacting the Carolina Panthers lesbian bathroom situation.
It was all fun.
It was fun for the whole family.
Right. But you're not doing that 2 days in a row.
I'm not doing that 2 days in a row.
No. Different
I'm
fun
doing it
today.
10 days in a row. It's different fun every day.
Right.
Today could have been, show us how much you love your boyfriend.
Exactly.
You never know.
It could have been.
But he got so scared at what he heard yesterday that he is not allowing her to come down.
That's too bad.
Doesn't that suck when somebody out there has the power over you to make your life's decisions?
Yes, it does suck.
And a life-changing decision like a $5,000 Christmas that could have been yours, and now there is no shot of it, Terry?
Yes, it does suck. That's why I said, get rid of him.
Now, Terry, I don't know who to call. I don't know whether to call this girl and find out what she's thinking, or call the girl from yesterday and find out if she's still alive.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we are kind of...
Hey, is what's her name still alive? Okay, see you later.
She can't talk right now.
Yeah. Talk comes out of her mouth once an hour.
I've got her gagged and bound.
All right, Pasty's flashing up the brake sign. Am I way behind?
Yeah.
How can I be way behind already?
Way behind.
All right, we'll have to sit and think about this one, Terry.
Oh, all right.
I have a dude waiting outside because as I said, book 2 people a day. I have Pasty book usually a man and a woman, Terry, because in this event, in this Grinch That Saved Christmas Spectacular, there are going to be 25 men and 25 women that'll be in the running, will be at the finals at Emerald Downs, and one will walk away with a $5,000 gift card to the South Center to come on everyone about Northgate Mason on Bay.
Yeah.
And others will win the brand new Xbox 360, Terry. Oh, prizes galore. And memories that no one will ever be able to take away from you.
Wow.
Except your
controlling boyfriend or husband.
The T-Man.
So as you can see here, Terry, I got a dilemma. I got Schwager waiting outside.
He's been there for a while.
I got the girl who backed out because she and or her boyfriend is scared about what happened yesterday to come down and apply for the gift card. I'm perhaps interested in calling her to find out more info, Terry.
Okay.
I got the girl who was down here yesterday who was technically on our list for the finals at Emerald Downs. Whether she wants to be removed or not remains to be seen.
Right.
Who may be alive or dead due to what we saw after yesterday's festivities were completed, Terry. We can call her to find out her status.
Okay.
And I also, on one of these phone lines, have the woman we called out whose bill I picked out of the hopper, about 45 minutes ago, who has now gotten through on the phone lines wanting to claim her prize.
Oh. Celia.
Lou Pinello's going to break it to her?
Day late.
Celia Moody may live up to her name, Terry.
Yeah,
wait till she hears the news.
today.
When we inform her that technically, Terry, she certainly didn't make it back into the phone lines in a half hour. She is on the line now, but do we go with that too little, too late standpoint here or what?
Then you got everybody else saying, oh, I only got 30 minutes.
Right.
Celia, is this you? Pasty's telling me this is you on the line.
Yes, this is me.
Yes. Well, I did pull out your auto insurance bill, and we were prepared to pay it. Don't get all excited, Celia. I gave you a half hour to call us back at 7:15 this morning.
I know, and I tried calling back, but I couldn't get through.
Celia.
And then I had a patient.
You had a patient?
That's probably what it was.
Yeah. Because I was going to say that.
And what do you do, Celia?
I am a dental assistant.
And you had a patient that couldn't go without you attending to them.
No, I couldn't leave them.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little sucker thing on his own.
Give a little spy ring. Tell him to enjoy that for 20 minutes while you get through and claim your prize.
Yes.
That's what you could have done, Celia. But now here you are. Terry, more than 45 minutes have passed since I pulled her name out of the hopper. And you can already tell she's trying to set up a case by which I suspend the rules and pay her bill.
It's a good case, though.
It's an okay case at best. I mean, if you really want it, baby.
I do.
You keep dialing the phone until you get through. One minute she's telling me she can't get through. Another minute she's telling me she's got a patient.
Right.
I had a patient first, and then I came over here right away and called, and now I'm finally getting through.
Mm-hmm.
What time did you hear your name? I mean, what time did your patient come in?
She actually came in at 7.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of dental patients come in at 7. Anyway, Celia, according to this bill, your payment and your auto insurance expires.
I know.
On November 3rd at 12:01 a.m. Now, let me check the calendar here.
But did you read the little note there?
What little note?
On the bill.
Okay, what does it say? What little note?
It says, no, I had to pay this one because I already do, but you can pay next month.
Mm-hmm. So you already paid this month's?
I did. I had
So you
to.
want us to pay your next month's statement?
Is it the same amount?
Yeah.
Is it the same amount?
Same exact amount.
Okay. Next month is $4,000.
Right. Because I'm going to be a really bad driver.
Yeah, I just bought a Lamborghini.
It was due on the 3rd, though. I had to pay it.
Celia, all of a sudden,
smart,
she's sending us bills that aren't even applicable anymore, Terry.
Right,
She's 45 minutes late.
She is.
Going to have to inform her, Terry, that there's too many red flags being fired up here that would prevent me from telling her she's a winner and we're paying her bill.
No.
Hit the sound effect. That's right. What does that tell you, Celia?
Yes.
As they've said now for decades, I hate to have to pull out that old, cheesy, lame, stale little cliche, Terry. You snooze, you lose. Celia.
Not fair. 5 minutes.
How is it not fair? The rules are plain to see. You got a half hour. That's pretty generous as far as time to call back.
It hasn't been 5 minutes either, by the way.
Where were you for a half hour?
I'm with the patient.
You're at work right now.
Yes, I am.
Let me hear the sound of a dentist drill.
They're back doing an extraction.
Right.
Sure.
I believe she's at work and she has a patient and didn't call, and that's why.
You got to get those extractions out of the way at 8:08 in the morning, too.
Right. Well, remember, she had a patient at 7.
Right.
So
Get a lot of work done in the wee hours.
So what time do you get home? 3?
Oh.
Well, dentist will work till 3.
No.
And they don't work on Fridays.
So I don't get it paid then?
Doesn't look that way, Celia.
Sorry.
Oh.
You chose patient over us.
Yes.
Yeah?
You
I have a
chose.
lot of other bills in there. You guys
All
want
right.
my name again?
If we pull your name out, you'll know then to tell the patients to go screw themselves because you have phone calls to make. All right, Celia? All right, baby! What station doesn't pay your bill if you call back after 30 minutes?
Cube 93.
There it is! Can't believe she answered that question.
I know.
There's your promo.
Yeah,
Right there.
That's the rule, Terry.
I know
pay your
it
bills
is.
if you play by the rules.
That's right.
Yes.
Man, we're being overly generous around here.
Yeah, what if you pay your bills late in the real life, man? They fine you.
And on top of all the business I told you that we have to figure out which to do first, Terry, I also got a guy waiting outside who wasn't late and who didn't get scurred and who doesn't have a controlling significant other telling him not to show up here.
Good.
Who wants to be put on the sacred scroll so he can win a $5,000 gift card.
Well,
To the
geez.
south side of Cumberland, on the wood, North Cape, Bay, South side, right back. And from what it says here, this dude began college at 14?
Wow.
Where do we get these people, Terry? You're telling me he told you he began college at 14?
That's what he said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pasty bought it.
Is that possible, Terry? Can you... I got to ask the resident intelligence expert.
Yeah, right.
Can you begin college at 14 in this world?
I know that they have the running start programs where you can take...
but I barely began beating off at 14.
Well,
I mean,
know,
yeah,
but
they
you
got
can
running
take
start little classes you can take.
But it's usually like your junior or senior year. At 14, you're...
I've heard of rare cases where geniuses out there begin college at like maybe even 11 and 12.
Right.
Like Doogie Howser.
But I don't think they're in Seattle.
Well, we may have met our first.
No smart people here.
No.
What's his hometown, Kent?
Microsoft's a fraud, that whole thing.
Not that smart. He just graduated law school now, Terry.
Wow.
And he, yes, according to his biography that he and Pasty worked on together outside, he began college at 14 and is now, I guess, on the verge or already is a lawyer.
Wow.
Oh, boy, it's 17, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's 23 then.
Okay.
He fell for a girl at law school,
Oh.
and she broke his heart.
Oh, wow.
Always happens to those geniuses, Terry. Always happens to those geniuses. Loves to get his drink on, however.
Does he? He's a little party guy?
A lot of these overwired geniuses tend to be that way, Terry.
Oh, wow.
These hard, overwired geniuses.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, I know. I know a million of them.
That's your circle, huh?
So we have Joseph waiting outside.
Okay.
Who wants to win a $5,000 gift card, Terry, because it's the law school thing to do.
Sure.
We have our concerns about yesterday's contestant. A, whether she still wants to be in the competition based on what happened after she left the studio.
Right.
B, if she's still alive. And we have the girl from this morning. It's pretty hot.
Yeah? The little blonde?
Maybe I need a little tan, Terry.
Oh, maybe you do.
Me too.
Hey.
Now, who should I
Spray tan
call?
my genitalia.
Well, you have Swagman, too, right?
We got Swagman outside. I don't know what the hell he wants.
Ruining my visual of getting spray tan genitalia.
He's got a new apartment he needs to talk about, I guess.
Wow. He's all on his own.
Which direction do I go in, Terry? Lead me down a path. It's Terry Free. Grab me by the hand and lead me down a path moment.
Right. I actually want to follow up on the couple yesterday.
From yesterday?
Yes.
That's concerning you.
It is.
Domestic issues are...
Very concerning.
They're very concerning to you.
Yes, because I didn't like how he welcomed her back.
Wow.
Into the car.
With open fingers.
Yeah, with... Well,
At least he was still there, though.
Huh?
Welcomed her back with a bird in the hand, huh?
Yeah.
We're two in the bush. Oh, anyhow. So you want me to call her? Because I do have her number right here.
Okay.
The main reason I'm calling her is to find out whether or not she wants to still be in the competition based on what happened yesterday, or should we delete her name from the sacred scroll? Ooh. I mean, the scroll's not that sacred that we can't put an eraser to the damn thing, Terry.
Right. So you have to hum the dialing music now. So Steven's got his own music.
Too big time for us now with dialing music.
Yeah, it's really weird how lazy he got.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, why don't one of you guys play it?
Calling Lindsay. Gotta even do that myself now, Terry.
He's just really mailed it in.
Yes.
I'll just go.
He's making a greatest hits CD right now. I'm distracted.
She's being held down by the throat right now, perhaps, Terry.
Female, help me. Please help me.
Terry, reach for that phone.
Wow.
Hello, you've reached...
She sounds happy.
Well, on the answering machine, she does. We don't know how
recorded.
We don't know how it sounds now.
Message recorded 3 years ago, Stephen.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Yes, we have no update. We have no update to give you based on what we informed you about yesterday and what you heard in yesterday's program. Jerry, I saw it as a very, very jovial and newsworthy type moment. The reenacting that we had here in the studio of the Carolina Panthers lesbonic bathroom stall incident.
Sure.
And then it turned very ugly.
Yes.
And no lipstick lesbian moment should turn ugly, Terry.
Yeah, it shouldn't be ruined for you, should it?
Pasty, you want to describe to me again what you saw when you led her out of the studio and down the hallway and to the elevator and to your little mobile? What happened then?
It was husband walking up to us with a middle finger already raised.
It was raised and ready for action.
He was like cocked, ready to go.
Okay. Easy now, Pasty. Make sure you choose your words carefully.
Gosh.
It's not like you saw it being raised. Oh. It was there.
It was there.
As soon as you and her approached.
Correct.
Was she surprised at all?
She was a little surprised to see him, period. But, I mean, you know, she knew
Steve
he was
wants to know
down
if she was taken aback by the greeting that she was met with.
At first, I think she thought he was kind of joking because she kind of laughed it off. Oh, honey, is what she said.
Right. Because we all greet people like that.
Right after after that, and then his next comment of never effing talk to me like that in front of other people. Then I think she knew it was serious, and then they walked off together.
So, by your analysis, you had no problem with her reenacting the Carolina Panther cheerleader situation here in the studio. It was the way she flung the keys at him and told him to get out of the green room.
Correct. I think it was more of the disrespect towards him in the green room.
But if he was downstairs in the lobby waiting for her with the middle finger cocked, as you call it, perhaps he didn't even hear the whole Carolina Panther cheerleader thing.
Could very well be.
He would have had both barrels blazing. Yeah. Have you heard that part, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
And then, what'd you say? Was there something about a divorce lawyer or something?
Yeah, he said that was the very first thing he said. You better effing go find yourself a good divorce lawyer.
A divorce lawyer, Terry.
Wow.
So there's potential...
Some people get divorced. Other people get divorced, and it's really ugly. Yes, Stephen?
There's potential abuse, and you just turn around and walk away.
See you, dude. Sorry, man.
Gotta smoke.
Got a 5-minute song, and they were...
Hope you don't get beat up later.
You know,
Stephen makes an interesting point. Did you feel a responsibility to make sure that her well-being was at least taken care of for that moment that she was in the building, or it was just, I'm out of here, I don't need this, I'm uncomfortable in these situations, and I'm moving back up the elevator here?
Well, no, they had to go wait for the light to change, so they were standing at the corner for a little bit, and I definitely kept my eye on them when they were over there and made sure everything looked okay. But,
right.
And then I had a show to produce, so I had to come back upstairs.
Okay, yes. And what show is that?
That would be this show.
Oh, jeez. And they walked off together in the sunset, seeming like everything was okay.
They walked off together with Tiffany, the other girl that was down here, too. All three
were all together.
Oh.
But was he yelling at her like at the stoplight or anything like that, or was it?
I didn't hear any yelling from over there. No.
You couldn't tell if he was animated.
How
or not.
was the body language? I mean,
did he say what he needed to say with the finger and other visual aids, maybe, and that was enough for him, and then he was able to settle down, or no?
It's possible. He just needed to get that off his chest, but he seemed pretty mad at the time. He was definitely riled up.
All right. It's a damn shame this program has that kind of effect on people, Terry.
Yes, it is.
I have tried for years to steer this show away from that kind of aggression.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell am I talking about? And not only did it affect that couple situation, but it had a lingering effect on this morning now, Terry.
Yeah. A little ripple effect, I guess.
Here I am, desperately trying to give away a $5,000 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have two people now that have removed themselves from the situation. Because as far as I'm concerned, until we hear from her, if we don't hear from her by the end of this morning, I may have to strike her name from the sacred scroll.
Wow, you're going to erase her?
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do here, Terry. First of all, she may not even be alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, tough to win if you're not alive.
Hard to win a $5,000 gift card if you're not alive.
And you have to have 25 women. She's not here. That leaves 24.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Let me call this other one who didn't show up this morning.
All right.
Can I get a little dialing music, Stephen? Is that at all possible? Can you break out the Casio or no?
All right, jeez. Calling the other girl.
Yeah, for having sausage fingers, they sure are nimble.
Oh, jeez. Stephen, what are you doing on the Casio there?
Brought the whole band.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, it's T-Man here.
What's up?
How come you didn't show up?
I can't hear you.
How come you didn't show up?
Because I'm just going to be totally honest, and I know you want to say what you want to say on the radio, but I was on my way there. Paige Steven called me when I was at McDonald's getting food, and my boyfriend is sick, and I didn't want to come alone, so...
Your boyfriend's sick, and you didn't want to come alone?
No, and I took him home, and I don't want to come up there by myself, so...
So we were absolutely out of bounds and off base when we pretty much assumed that he had a problem with what he heard yesterday. It was just a coincidental sick kind of morning for him, and you can reschedule for any other morning.
So he doesn't even know what the gift card is, so...
Okay.
He doesn't really know. I just asked him to come with me, and he was like, yeah, it's his birthday, so...
It's his birthday today?
It's his birthday tomorrow, but he has 2 days off, so I was like, whatever, you can just come with me.
All right. So he's sick today and tomorrow probably, but you can reschedule for next...
Yeah, he doesn't feel good, and he wants to come with me.
All right.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to, drag him up to Seattle with me when he doesn't feel good and then have his birthday be tomorrow. You know what I mean?
You're right. So you can reschedule for next week is what you're saying?
Yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Wow.
Sounds simple enough?
Okay.
We'd like to see you. Can't wait.
Why were you? Did he just turn sick in a half hour? I mean, why were you excited at 6:30 and then?
Wow.
I got up at 5. I got up at 5:30 and I was ready. And then at 6:30, that's when Pacey told me I should leave Tacoma. So I was on my way up there, but he was at my house. And when I came home, he was just going to stay at home because he didn't feel good.
Yes.
When I came home with McDonald's, I was like, here's your food, whatever. And he's like, well, I want to go. And then when he got up and took a shower, he's like, can you just drop me off? And so I was going to take him home, and then he just decided,
well, why didn't you just leave him at your place or come up here for an hour and a half? He was just going to sleep anyway.
I know. I don't know. You got everyone calling me, too.
I don't. Everyone's calling her, Terry.
I don't buy it.
Should I even give her next week as an option or just tell her, thanks, it's been nice, you missed your chance, your excuse doesn't make much sense to anybody. That's that. Terry hit the sound effect?
She did, yes. Took it right away from me.
I can't understand anything you're saying.
Well, that makes a whole bunch of us here in the studio that feel the same way. Yeah. Because we see there's really no reason why you couldn't have left a sick ass to sleep in your place while you came up here, did what you needed to do.
I know, but I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, Oh, you're a great girlfriend.
So are you with him now?
Gotta stuff the hash browns down his throat when he's sick, Terry.
Oh, now she can hear you, too, by the way.
Yes. Are you with him right now, then?
No, I'm not actually.
Oh, well, then you left him.
Where are you?
I'm in Silicon. Do you know where that is? Lakewood?
Yeah.
Well,
Why did you leave him if he's so sick?
You said you didn't come here because you didn't want to leave him alone. So now he's alone.
I'm dressed, and I was ready to come up there, and I'm actually going back to my house right now to change, so.
All right, well, come up here. We have till 10 o'clock.
He said I had to be there before 9.
Well, we'll extend it till 10. Otherwise, we have to say thanks, but no thanks. But why did she leave the house? She was so concerned about him and his sick situation. Yeah, I thought she was sitting by his bedside, spooning him chicken soup.
Right.
That's not it.
Why did you, if you didn't come up here, why did you leave the house? You were about to come up here and you just turned around again? I'm not following you.
Okay, I live in Tacoma.
Oh,
He
that
doesn't.
explains it.
All right.
So I drove him home, and by the time I was at his house, I just figured I'm not even going to come up there. So if you guys don't, that's cool. If you guys don't want to, want me to come up there or whatever, if you want to reschedule, then you can call me back. But
well, you're already in your car. Keep driving north and get
but
here.
I'm not coming up there today, so I can't.
Why? Because you don't look good?
Oh, I look good. I always look good.
Then why aren't you coming up here today?
Because I'm just not going to. It's too much of a hassle right now.
$5,000 gift cards. Too much of a hassle.
Right.
Sorry to bother you.
Even okay, say I did come up there, my odds are what, like 1 out of
You'd be surprised.
That's what it is.
50. 1 out of 50, yes, but
Yes.
it's $5,000 and there'll be a lot of other prizes. Hey, if this is too much for you, if you like more of a guarantee, then this is not for you. All right?
Yeah, and I will come another day, but I'm not coming
you're not
today.
coming another day.
Well,
it's all right.
we're done.
It's all right. We're certainly
Okay,
going to be able to
then,
get
I'm
on without
sorry.
you. All right, whatever. I'm glad you could prove from your email that you're hot and very intelligent.
Right. Sure, your business is thriving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like going to work today. I don't want to pay my bills.
During the slow time in October, November.
Season, right.
Well, it was 6. I had to cancel pretty much everything in my day.
When we heard that she said it was the slow season in the winter,
Right.
should have been a clue.
That should have tipped us off?
Yes. Business is thriving in July when it's hot out.
Mm-hmm. I would think that tanning salons do okay when you haven't seen the sun for the past 3 weeks like we haven't.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm dying to go right now.
Right. Man. I guess the only reason we did originally book her was her picture does look like she's a tad hot, Terry. Because otherwise, I mean, when you're talking to her on the phone, obviously what you hear is what you get. And Pasty had to deal with that just booking her, and he had to be staring at her picture the whole time to keep himself interested in just
and
booking
motivated.
her, period, Terry.
Through a whole pack trying to get through her.
But it already seems like a relief that she's not going to be coming down here to me, Terry.
Here you go.
All right.
Too much of a hassle, T-Man.
Jeez.
I think she made perfect sense to herself, though.
Oh, of course.
Yes. But I think I think she understood her logic to the letter. And we just weren't getting it.
Yeah. We're not the bright ones.
Well, we never claimed to be bright around here, but compared to salon owners like that.
No.
We're Einstein!
Okay, so do I plug this in or what do I do?
Okay.
The T-Man. Power.
Eric Powers
To the people.
Cube 93.
Hey, this week at 420, the 420 hit. Be the 93rd caller when you hear that cue, and you win tickets to see who, Dirty?
You want to see the man officially running the streets? Chris Brown, that would be it.
I want to get a mint for that nasty breath. Thanks, Dirty. 420 today.
Like people say. So, Terry, the hits just keep on coming around here.
Oh, yeah.
We have the husband of the girl who came down yesterday, you know, the one that gave her the finger as she walked out of the building.
The mature one, right.
Got Pasty so alarmed that he came right back up to the studio.
Right, we're like, wait.
He's on the line, Terry. What's his name there, Pasty? What's his name? Mike, and he wants to come on and talk?
Yes.
Mike the Beater's on the line, Terry.
Oh, wow.
Mike the Beater.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he used open hands, so it's not that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just slapped
well, then
her
that's
around
just
a
a little
little bit.
marital fun. Well, I'm glad we got it straightened out with the girl who owns the tanning salon, Terry. We now understand completely where she's coming from.
Sure.
Right. And she will not be rescheduled, Terry. Because she had a legitimate excuse as to why she wasn't here, even though I'm not clear on what it was.
Right.
I mean, what was it? Was it her boyfriend was sick? Was it that she didn't like her chances being 1 in 50, or she just didn't feel like coming down? Pick an excuse and go with it.
Right.
I think it was just too big of a hassle. I just don't feel like coming out.
Yes.
Man, one of the bulbs was burnt in the bed. I just don't feel like replacing it. How can I do that?
Hot Shot's doing every character on Laguna Beach. There it is. That's a reason.
Yes.
Now we can tear up this email and where she said, I want to be on that damn list.
Right.
Yes, because she's hot and very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
And in this email is a picture of her tanning salon here, and it's good to know that on the counter of her tanning salon there's a pineapple.
Oh, really?
It gives you that tropical feeling when you walk into it. Wow. All of a sudden you feel like I'm in Maui.
Oh, yeah.
Right. There's a pineapple there.
Tricked me again.
Wait till you see her hairy coconuts.
Oh, man. Yeah. Big fat Hawaiian guy playing ukulele in the back.
So we got that straightened up.
Okay.
Who needs Maui?
All right.
There we go.
There you go.
Jeez.
You want to talk to Mike the Beater?
Sure.
Your name is Mike?
Hello?
Mike. Mike?
Yeah.
How you doing, Mike?
Pretty good.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Okay, now, we're hoping that everything's okay, that your wife is doing all right.
Yeah, we had quite a heated argument on the way home.
We heard something about that, and we're hoping that that was able to be resolved and there was no repercussions of a lasting nature that resulted due to yesterday morning's festivities.
No, it wasn't.
I chopped off her feet, T-Man. And, her arms go today. And
teach that bitch to walk next time.
What happened to you, Mike? Why'd you get all bent out of shape?
Well, it's not the fact of what happened on the show. I actually was down in the car listening.
Oh, you were listening, and you were okay with the entire reenactment of the Carolina Panther cheerleader incident?
No, that's her girl-on-girl action isn't. She's not new to that.
Oh, really?
No wonder she did get into it.
No wonder.
I
was so fascinated how they both just seemed to slip into character, Terry.
You did. You even stopped.
I mean, not easy to just break into character as a Carolina Panther cheerleader, and yet they filled the bill.
Right.
So damn quick.
I can hear you, man.
That's all right. We hear you. That's all that counts. Apparently, we're having some phone issues this morning. Maybe we need to address. Yes. Mike?
Get right on it.
So what else do you need to tell us? You were okay with listening to that. That was nothing new to you, your wife, even though she didn't really let on to us that she's done that before.
That's actually how we met.
How'd you meet now that you brought it up, Mike?
Well, I'd like to clear my name before I get into all that.
All right.
If it's okay.
That's fine with me, Mike.
Okay. The thing that irritated me wasn't being kicked out of the green room and down, being banished. The problem, because you're the one that runs the show. You're the man in charge.
Oh, jeez. Well, Mike, it's nice for you to pick up on that, but...
It sounds like you beat him from time to time.
The problem that I had was the way she had talked to me. It's kind of disrespectful for someone that's supposed to be your better half to tell you to do something, especially in front of people you don't know.
It was the fashion in which she chose to throw you out of the green room that you had a problem with.
Correct.
And you let her know immediately, because that's the way you have to do it? Is that right, when you are disrespected like that?
I know I reacted way wrong. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. Like Terry said, it was really immature. But, I don't know, there's no excuse for the way I acted. I was very upset and very angry.
We understand, Mike, and
the fact that she didn't even ask if it was okay if she found out how I felt about what was going down in the studio.
Okay, but
you were right when you said it ain't no thing. It ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Mike.
It's still the fact that she didn't even ask.
So you wanted her to find you wherever she had sent you away from the green room and ask if it was okay if she went at it like the Carolina cheerleader. You wanted her to at least come to you for a little clearance to make sure it sat well with you.
Yeah.
So that it was. You said it had nothing to do with what went on here in the studio. Now you're telling me the impression I'm getting is it did have a little something to do with what went on in the studio, Mike. She didn't get your permission.
Well, she doesn't have to have my permission.
Well, you just said a second ago she needed to ask you, Mike.
It would have been a lot better for me. It would have been more respectful.
She doesn't need to ask your permission, but if she doesn't ask it, she gets the finger in her face.
And a divorce attorney.
Well, he's just looking for a little communication, I think, is all.
Well, as you know, on this show, sometimes it's kind of difficult to get a quick response or a permission slip signed.
Because things happen so fast and immediate on this program.
Right.
That's what I love about the show there, Mikey. It's the immediacy of what goes on here. The fact that I never even know what's going to happen next. And she didn't have the opportunity to maybe go find you and get permission. Is that something you took into consideration, Mike?
At the time when I was hot about it, I didn't. But now that I've had time to think about it and see, that probably wasn't such a cool thing to do. I understand that she really didn't have time to do it because things happen so fast.
But you're a settled down Mike at this point, and you are seeing things more clearly, and you understand where you went wrong, and she understands that as far as your point of view, the places she went wrong.
Yeah, we talked about it most of the way home. By the time we got home back to Tacoma, it was fine.
So we should not take her name off the list, or should we?
I would feel really bad, and she would probably kill me if you did, because it's all my fault.
Okay. I see.
I wouldn't want something bad to happen to her because of something I did.
Did you say those words to her, that it was all your fault based on the explosion that took place outside of the studio, outside of the building pretty much yesterday morning?
Yeah, it was my fault. I take full responsibility.
If you had to do it over again, if you could do a morning do-over from 24 hours ago, would you not give her the finger? Would you give her 2 fingers? Would you give her no fingers? What would you do?
Well, I'd give her a finger, but it wouldn't.
Not remorseful.
So the finger was justified, but the just barrage...
Where it went was not right.
Oh.
Well, is it because of...
Where'd the finger go, Mike?
That's why Paige was down there so long. Okay, my turn.
Where'd you put the finger, Mike?
I got next.
Where'd you wind up putting that finger? Oh, never mind. Okay, what was the question, Terry?
I was going to ask him, because of, it sounds like the reason he had a problem with what she did and not asking the permission is due to how they met. Is there some kind of connection with that?
How did you meet, Mike?
Well, we met. It was me, my boss's wife, and her. We all got together. The first time I ever met her.
Sexually?
Yeah. Oh, well, ever.
But sexually you got together?
Yes.
You and your boss's wife and her?
Yes.
What did your boss think about this?
A little strip poker.
And where was your boss during all this?
He was in Spokane.
And he knew nothing about this?
No.
So your boss's wife cheated on your boss with you and your wife, and what turned out to be your wife?
Yes.
The first time you met your wife?
Yes.
Wow. Is it their daughter?
Huh?
He was really the 5-card stud that night.
How did she come into the equation if you didn't know who she was? How does she walk into the scene with you and your boss's wife?
My boss's wife was actually trying to introduce me to her, and we all ended up getting...
So your boss's wife knew her and said, hey, we need a dude to fill out this cheating idea I have on my husband, and you were the guy.
I guess I was.
You guess.
Terry.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting story. Is it a truthful and accurate story, or is Mike just trying to... I don't know what he's trying to do.
I know.
That wasn't even why he called, but...
Did you get to plug them both that night, Mike?
Huh?
Did you get full reign on both these ladies on that particular evening, or no?
Yes, I did.
And that was your first time, you said, right?
Yeah.
Meeting her, ever.
Oh, it's true love.
Yeah.
How long did this threesome go on between you, your now wife, and your boss's wife?
It was a one-night thing, but it was quite a few hours.
A couple of hours? A few hours?
Yeah, quite a few hours.
Does your boss, do you still work for this guy?
No, I don't.
Is he still married?
How long did you work for him after that happened?
For about 6 months.
And where's the boss's wife after all these years now?
Yeah, can she come down?
Does she want a $5,000 gift card?
Right. Just give it to her now.
Her and her husband live in Portland.
Oh, they're still together. Wow.
They're still together?
Yes, they are.
And he has no knowledge that she cheats on him, or does he?
I don't think he does.
Oh, that's great.
Interesting.
His boss is on those business trips, Terry.
Yeah. Huh?
As soon as they get on the plane, their wives set up threesomes with guys like Mike.
Who end up marrying the third party.
With Peter Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, he'll do anything.
So is she a lot older, or is she about the same age?
She's a little bit younger.
But the boss, his wife, is younger than you?
Yeah. She's the same age as Lindsay.
Oh, so you're older than Lindsay, right?
Wow. And that's how it all got started between you and now what is your bride?
Yes.
I see.
Are they hiring at your old job by any chance?
Well, do I need to call Lindsay and find out if she's... based on what happened yesterday, I can't assume that Lindsay still wants to be in this thing, Terry.
Right.
There was so much trauma after what went on and after she left the studio yesterday. Maybe she wants no part of this anymore, Terry.
She wants it more than ever now.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. And maybe that's what
That's
makes
saying
Mike,
a lot, Mike.
Mike a little nervous.
Well, Mike, where are you right now?
I'm at work.
All right, is she at home?
No, she's at work.
Do you have a work number for her?
I don't. She's doing temp work, so I never know where she's at.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and maybe that's
the boss's problem back in the day. All right, anyhow. It sounds like, based on what Mike is saying, Lindsay still wants to be in the competition, Terry. She's a finalist. Her name is on the scroll, and she doesn't want it to be erased.
Right.
And Mike sees where he went wrong yesterday, and although he would change some things and not change others...
I would have changed pretty much everything that I did. I wouldn't have flipped out on her. It would have been complete.
But you still would have flipped her off. You wouldn't have.
He was saying he'd give her the finger, but wasn't referring to the actual flipping her off, I think.
You would still flip her off, but not flip out.
No, I wouldn't have flipped her off.
I asked you if you'd still flip her off.
He said I'd still give her the finger.
Your
but
imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He meant something different.
Oh, I got it. All right, whatever, dude.
Amongst a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh.
All right, Mikey.
Well, good thing
Thanks
it's
for the
all
call.
cleared up now.
It's all cleared up.
Yes.
Do you think he's a good guy now, Terry?
Terry, you were worried about what kind of guy Mike was?
Right.
Whether Lindsay needs to get away from a guy like this? What is your instincts telling you now? You're still a little concerned for Lindsay?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes, I am.
She still could be dead. We haven't heard from him.
He's a pretty hot-headed little dude there.
You think he's a hot-headed little dude?
Yes.
Does that describe you well, Mike? Are you a hot-headed little dude?
I'm not really hot-headed. That's actually the first time we've ever been in an argument.
Right.
Ever.
Sure.
Right.
Over this?
Leave it to us to take your wedded bliss and just turn it topsy-turvy.
I mean, you threw out the divorce word, like, you know.
Yeah, Mike, you were pretty quick to pull the trigger on that divorce phrase. Because Terry or Pasty heard you say you better get a good divorce attorney. Did you say that, Mike?
I did.
And that's
I
not
used that.
hot-headed?
That was like Terry said, it was an idle threat, which I shouldn't have said.
I should never.
Mm-hmm. And you've never used that before?
Never.
And you'll never use it again? Or now that the divorce word is out of the bag, does that just come out all the time?
Probably not.
Okay.
It'll come out again.
You're still concerned about Mike? He seems to understand the error of his ways,
no, I
Terry.
understand it. I'm sure that, you know, in retrospect, sure, he's feeling kind of chaotic and everything like that. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
However, that doesn't mean that it won't ever happen again.
Oh, jeez.
That's true. It doesn't mean that it's never going to happen again.
Well, they are scheduled to go on Kate and Allie later this week, Terry.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I appreciate you calling, and best of luck to you, and we'll hope that your wife has a good run at the finals and maybe brings home a $5,000 gift card. Wouldn't that be a nice end of the story here?
Yes, it would.
Okay. And again, as Hot Fudge Scott pointed out, Terry, we haven't heard from Lindsay.
Right,
and he's not giving us a way to contact Lindsay.
Because he doesn't know how to get
we
hold of
can't verify for sure that Lindsay's still alive.
Right, we can't. But I guess we'll know.
Well, I know she's working human resources for Wilcox Farm.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? I don't know if she wants that out there, but
now
especially Mr. Wilcox. I don't know if she's really interested.
You're going to let her come to Emerald Downs by herself, correct?
Do you want to come to the finals, Mike?
That bitch don't go anywhere by herself.
Exactly. I mean, I know I'd be better, and I wouldn't do what I did before, but, you know, I just don't want to get into the situation where I'm being told I got to leave.
Right.
Or
so
she's
you're
not going to win at all.
Especially since the finals is not in Seattle, it's in Auburn. You're okay with her going to the finals alone? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not really too comfortable with her driving really anywhere.
Oh, jeez.
Then how did she get to work, Mike?
I don't want her to vote either, now that I think about it.
I just want her barefoot and pregnant.
The day I gave her footwear, I regretted it, T-Man.
Bad move, man.
So how does she get to her job?
What's that?
How did she get to her job, Mike?
Basically, she drives down to my shop, and then she rides the bus downtown, which is, you know, right down the street.
So she never has the steering wheel in her hands, Terry.
No. And you have the GPS thing on her all the time?
Steering wheel. She's the only one with the driver's license.
Oh, so she's the driver?
She's the driver,
But you like to be in the passenger seat. You don't like her to drive alone.
He's one of the all-time great navigators.
I don't feel comfortable with her driving alone.
Why? She's all grown up.
Why don't you drive?
She's not from here.
How come you don't drive, Mike?
DUI.
How come you don't drive, Mike?
Huh?
Why don't you drive?
I don't have a driver's license.
Why not?
I've been pulled over too many times on a suspended license.
Why was it originally suspended?
Yeah.
Failed to pay a ticket.
Okay.
What kind of ticket, Mike?
Illegal U-turn in Tukwila.
Gee, we can't go down and get that little bill taken care of, huh?
Well, if he doesn't do it, and then they keep
Mike, as we said, we
yeah.
appreciate the call. I'm glad you made it. Obviously, you've cleared the air, and we'll look forward to seeing your wife at the finals. Whether you join her or not, that'll be something you'll let us know about, all right?
All right.
All right, Mikey.
All right.
Take care there.
Yep.
There he goes.
One of the competitions at the finals should be first one to piss him off.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be easy.
All right. You're still very worried.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Even more so now.
Even more so now that Mike called and cleared the air?
I'm not comfortable with her driving, and I just can't pay that U-turn ticket.
But I don't have a license.
But I don't have a license. Come on. You're
she
not
operates
concerned?
the car, and he tells her where to go.
Exactly.
How many white people does it take to drive a car to Seattle? Looks like 2.
Wow.
I mean, to Emerald Downs, how hard is it to get on?
That man's not comfortable.
That's a straight shot. One turn.
I know.
That's our experts.
That's tough.
Straight shot. Scott, is that a straight shot?
Last I checked, I think it is, yes.
The T-Man.
Jerry, as you know by now,
Yes.
we accept text pages all through the course of the program.
Mm-hmm.
Those text pages roll in at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373, don't you know? And let's see what we have this morning as far as text pages. Somebody writes to us the following message. Terry Free was the worst sex I ever had.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ever?
Let's make sure you know that.
Was that a text page or just a thought you had?
That was a text page, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when are you going to read those?
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we have here. Although I could echo those sentiments. Okay, let's see what other text pages are interesting here. The audio sucks today. Pasty, what's up? Are you doing your effing job?
Oh, really?
Does the audio suck today? We have an audio problem on the radio station here this morning, Terry?
Not that I'm aware of.
Uh-huh. Some other texter writes, Stephen, the results are in. You are not the father.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's a boy. Anyhow, let's see what else we have here. Dear T-Man, I'm not afraid to drive in downtown Seattle. I would love to come down and see you ASAP. Sign, Aaron.
Oh, hey.
Aaron sounds pretty hot.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Would you like to call Aaron back?
Yes. Aaron could be a guy for all we know.
Still hot.
Aaron sounds pretty hot. Pasty, how far in advance do you book the spots? We have 2 spots a day for people to come down here and try to get on the Sacred Scrolls. How far in advance are you booked out to?
Usually I just
a couple of days, right? Or a day
exactly.
or two? I don't like you to book out too far. How far do you actually book?
I don't trust these people out too far. I got to find out about tomorrow.
Extra authoritative lowness in his voice.
So, yeah, 1 or 2 days out.
When he gets authoritative, his voice goes even deeper.
Oh, yeah. Drop that.
Jump it off
quick.
When he gets authoritative or talks about the Magnum or Sissy Sisterson.
It's a week away from...
So what did he say? What was his answer? How far away is he booked out?
About 1 or 2
days.
days.
All right, so that means that you're going to be booking for, like, what's today? Tuesday? You'll be booking for Thursday or Friday, like today.
Correct.
So people have a shot. Aaron out there has a shot to call you, to email, and get booked.
Absolutely.
Amongst other things.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. Somebody writes, T-Man, I know guys like Mike, and he's a raging lunatic. She's referring to the last caller in the last segment, Terry.
Yeah.
That phoned in to us, telling us everything's okay between him and his lovely wife.
Yeah, that we can't get in touch with.
Mm-hmm. Another texter writes, at 8:31 and 46 seconds, Terry Free is a sweetheart. No, wait, she's a dirty whore!
Wow. Had me going for a second there. Dirty whore.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Is there any other kind?
T-Man, you're way off. I always make my dentist appointments at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Signed, the lady who didn't get her bill paid.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't say that part.
Yeah, our office opens at 7. Dennis?
Who was that?
I don't know.
Sounds like a phone.
Stephen Gilbreth.
It's not me.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. Anything else of interest? Has Stephen eaten the sacred scrolls yet? Tell Terry to start playing with her schlong holster. Doesn't say schlong, Terry.
No?
It says a word there.
Oh, you can't say.
No.
Oh, all right.
But it's a holster. That's kind of cool.
That's what it's there for.
It's no longer a wizard sleeve.
Somebody at 7:16 and 54 seconds way back then, Terry, wrote the following text page message. Osama bin Laden and George Bush agree on one thing. That Stephen's a dickhead!
Wow.
Is that right, Stephen?
Oh, that's good. They're coming to the table.
That's a starting point where they can perhaps build on to maybe start to agree in other areas.
I could bring peace to this world just because of that fact.
You'd be pretty proud. You'd go down in history.
I'd wear that hat with honor.
As the most inspiring and productive dickhead of them all.
So, what brought you two together?
Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph has been waiting outside. Terry, he's had the patience of, like, Job out there.
Yeah.
He's been waiting since 7 a.m. to come in here and try to get himself on the sacred scroll. But luckily, he's had the company of Schwager.
Oh, lucky him.
To keep him entertained. What we know about Joseph, as we get set to bring in Joseph and Schwager.
Both of them?
I don't know why Schwager's here, Terry.
Oh.
Joseph is a single man with no children. Joseph is a man who just graduated law school at 23 years of age.
Oh, come on.
Joseph started taking college courses at age 14, Stephen.
Wow, that's great.
Joseph fell for a girl recently, only to have that woman break his genius-like heart. Joseph enjoys to get his drink on, as all geniuses do.
Oh, yeah. Big luscious.
Why am I so smart?
And Joseph has been a very patient man this morning as he walks in with a big smile. With a striped shirt. You've been a very patient man, and I appreciate that, Joseph. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm fine.
You just graduated law school?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to law school?
SU, Seattle University.
Seattle? I've heard of Seattle University. Yes, I have. Right up the street there. It's a good school for most things. Is it good for law, Joseph?
It's not bad. Top 100.
Top 100 in the country? Whoa. I'm impressed by that.
It's great.
Joseph. You started college at 14?
Yeah. Didn't have much else to do.
Because you had taken on all other high school equivalency courses by 12, 13, mastered those, so there was nothing left but college.
Something like that. They had there's something called Running Start in the state, and I ended up doing that.
And you were sprinting out of the blocks in that Running Start little area of our state, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Man!
That's great.
What are you, the nerd from Revenge of the Nerds back in the 80s there, Terry? Doesn't look anything like the kid.
No, he doesn't.
Joseph, you're single with no kids.
Yeah.
Why would a guy like you, a handsome black man like yourself, with genius-type mind-thinking capacity, not have a lady in his life? And even more confusing, how come it says here you had a lady you were very interested in, only to have her break your heart recently, Joseph? How can that happen, Joseph? Can you explain that to me?
Hey, you know, I was striking out, man. I don't know what to tell you. I just wasn't.
Are you too teddy bear-like for the girls to accept you into their world? Is that something that works against you?
Probably not enough of an age.
The genius-level thinking capacity combined with the teddy bear looks. Do you think, Terry, I'm onto something here, or am I way off base?
You're probably right on.
Am I onto something here, Joseph, or am I way off base?
I don't know. I guess I'm a nice guy. It just wasn't working out. Whatever it was, she wasn't into it, and so, yeah.
Because he doesn't seem to be a real aggressive man. He seems very
passive.
Yes,
but a calculating passive man.
Right.
He's probably plotting something for us right now, Terry.
Oh God.
How he's going to manipulate us into giving him a $5,000 gift card that he could use. Where, Joseph?
Let's see. South Center, Tacoma Mall, Everett Mall, Alderwood, Northgate, Macy's, Amazon, eBay.
Definitely a
nice
smart
job.
guy.
Not with an added bit of gusto, but Terry, he got through it.
He did.
Got through it.
He did a nice
He needs a
job.
little edge.
All he had to do was look to the sky, and that's where his thinking power comes from.
There you go.
Joseph.
Way to go.
First person to ever get through it, man.
Well, there you go.
Well, you're halfway to getting on the sacred scroll.
Sweet.
The other half will be way more easy. You know what the other half is, Joseph?
I have no idea.
You know what we have in store for you?
I'm a little worried, but we'll see.
Well, I don't even know what it is yet. So if you know and you're worried, you can tell me what it is.
We're going to have him reenact the cheerleading thing again.
No, please.
It's amazing you just said that because that's exactly what I had planned for them. But thanks for ruining it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was setting them up.
I didn't know.
Are we starting to think alike?
Please don't tell me we are.
Oh Lord, that would have been it. I was setting them up for that, Carrie, and you just ruined it all. What? Did anyone tell her I was going to do that?
No.
I was going to tell Joseph that him and Schwager have to reenact that Carolina cheerleading thing. You had no idea.
I had no idea.
I didn't tell anyone, so you should have had any idea. That means you must be thinking alike. But I was slowly but surely setting them up for that.
But you know how Terry was into that story. I mean, she loves it. It's her favorite story of all time.
Are you wearing perfume, Joseph? Is that you?
Perfume?
I'm smelling
wearing a
perfume
little cologne, but
you wearing cologne?
Yeah.
What are you wearing? You sure it's not perfume and you got into the wrong bottle this morning, Joseph?
No.
You live alone, Joseph?
No, I'm back with my parents now.
With your parents?
Yeah.
You're a man who just graduated law school. Did you pass the bar? Did you take the bar yet, Joseph?
I took the bar, passed part, I failed part. So there you go.
You failed part of the bar?
Yeah.
A man who went to college at 14 fails the bar?
I've gotten lazy.
How do you fail part of the bar? Either you pass the bar or you fail the bar.
It's 2 parts. It's 2 parts.
Yes.
You take 1 part and then you take we take 2 parts, but so I passed part of it and didn't pass the other part.
So all you have to do is take the second part, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which part you fail? Where are you a failure, Joseph?
Jeez.
Where did you fail us?
Well, I only failed by a couple of points.
I don't like the law stuff.
A failure's a failure! Where did you fail? What part, Joseph?
Well,
what part did Seattle U not prepare you for, apparently?
I'm not saying that. And, Dean,
As
if you're
we
listening
speak.
to this, I did not say that you get the school failed.
As we speak, Seattle U just got a fax saying they're no longer in the top 100 because Joseph failed part of the bar.
Let them down, man.
Joseph, can you speak into the microphone so I can hear what part?
Sorry, man.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
They have
Maybe
a substantive
they didn't teach you that
portion.
in law school? Yes, go ahead. Yes.
No,
What's
they
that now?
didn't teach me anything about radio. They have a substantive portion and they have a PR
it's all boring to
portion.
me. Anyway.
I messed up a property question.
When do you go back? You're not familiar with your own property? When do you go back and retake that portion of the bar so you can become a true blue lawyer?
February.
Oh, good.
You going to pass this time, Joseph?
I will pass this time.
I got my money on you.
So you can make $490 an hour?
Just a little distracted.
I know.
Mm-hmm. So there's just a mild delay in your career as a lawyer, and you're not certainly, I imagine, dreading the fact that you have nothing to do until February except prepare for the bar, right?
Actually, I'm kind of glad I have nothing to do.
There you go!
Yeah.
That'd be nice, huh?
Yes!
Cool.
Live at home.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out with
Make me
Mom
some
and
food,
Dad.
Mom.
Meatloaf!
Or I'll sue you.
Okay. So, Joseph, now all you have to do for a man with nothing to do is stand up, get in that corner, and pretend like you're in the bathroom stall like a Carolina cheerleader with swagger. And we'll put you on that sacred scroll.
Schwager looks like he's into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. We've been talking a long time outside. You guys have a lot in common?
You both
have the big goofy smiles.
Both are Star Trek.
I'm just like, wow, you really want me to get in the corner and...
Oh, geez. What happened? You sound curiously turned on. What happened to that girlfriend that you had, didn't have, were into, thought she was into you, and basically was left holding the bag with your little heart broken there, Joseph? What happened?
Well, all right. Well, I was dating a girl about a month ago, but...
Can you talk into the microphone, Joseph?
Okay, the girl I was dating about a month ago...
See how different that is?
Wow, that's so much better.
Sorry.
Yes, Joseph, I know you're dying to see me because I'm such a handsome man. But anyhow, yes, talk right into the mic. I know block your vision. Go for it.
The girl I was dating about a month ago,
yes.
I just kind of was dating her to get my mind off of the girl I was into. There was a girl I was going to school with.
Yes, I want to hear about that girl. I want to hear about the girl that kind of left you high and Joseph dry. What happened? What happened?
Well, we were never
Can you talk to the microphone, Joseph?
We were never really dating, but I guess I was just into her and tried to make something happen. Tried to put on a few moves.
The Joseph
work
moves?
out.
What kind of moves?
I don't know.
Reenact the moves on Terry. Oh yeah, Terry's your typical female with
Going to Seattle U.
with a schlong holster. What kind of moves did you put on her? What did you do?
We were talking a lot.
Talking!
I'm surprised you didn't get her.
Chat.
Anybody I talk to just falls madly in love with me.
You got all the moves, Joseph. I can't believe she would.
I don't have the moves. That's exactly why she didn't fall for me.
All
there
right,
you go.
so you're just hey, you know what? When you said you had moves, it concerned me. If you're a guy who's going to go up to a girl and actually have a conversation, I put you ahead of the field, Joseph.
No.
So there you go. Now, You're a very single and available guy. You're looking for a girlfriend. You like where you are right now as a single guy. What's your status?
You know, I think I'm good on women right now.
You're good.
I'm good.
You don't want to take any calls. This future bigwig lawyer here, Terry.
No.
I'm seriously doubting I'm going to get any really great calls, but all right.
Oh.
You know, whatever.
Wow.
I don't have much confidence left these days, man.
You're not a confident guy?
Not anymore. Not with women. I've been striking out a lot.
Very few friends, or what's your deal?
I got tons of friends.
You have tons of friends.
But the ladies just tore him down, it sounds like.
I just can't get the relationships going right now, man.
Clear all the phone lines. Joseph has tons of friends. Let's see if one makes it into the phone line.
Come on, guys.
What's his MySpace page?
He's got tons of friends.
Yeah, wait till you pass the bar, man. You'll have your picture above a urinal. Ask them if you need a divorce lawyer. You'll be a big shot.
What kind of lawyer do you want to be, Joseph?
I want to do civil and criminal litigation. I prefer the court.
Well, la-di-da.
There's some kind of law nobody knows about. What about don't be a weekend parent, huh?
Have you had too many DUIs? That's the lawyer I want.
Hey, Joseph, how many women have you had sex with in your life? Don't lie to me or I'll know.
Wow.
Don't look up in the air like you're trying to count.
No, I got to think.
Whatever, Joseph.
Such a big number.
It's not a big number, but I think it's about 12.
About 12.
About 12.
Now, of course, the rule of 3 would suggest that he's only had sex with 4 women, Terry. Which, hey, you know what? If Joseph starts to get honest with me and says, you know what, T-Man, yeah, maybe I was a little too bright, maybe this, that, or the other thing, I don't have many friends, I never really got laid as much as the average guy who's 23 years old, I'll start to, start to take a side here.
Right.
But he's giving me this whole line of I have tons of friends and...
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you think he has, like
because he does, I don't know. He seems like going to college by 14. That's the kind of person who doesn't have as many friends as the next guy. Right or wrong?
I don't know.
Going to law school and making that happen and then failing the bar? Jeez.
I think that probably...
Yeah, rub that in, T.
I think failing the bar probably...
Yeah, but for a guy with no confidence, having sex with 12 women is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says he has no confidence, and then 12 women. But, I didn't have sex with 12 women at 23, Terry. How many women I had sex with at 23?
No. How many?
2.
Oh, okay.
1, 2. Well, it depends on what point at 23.
Well, wait a minute. We got to define what the definition of sex is, and that might...
You need a definition for sex?
Really? Well, T-Man's up to 50
the
now.
Bill Clinton definition?
Mm-hmm. You know what, Joseph? I don't have the time.
When I heard to break down sex 101 to you. If you don't know what it is...
They didn't teach you that at Seattle U. You didn't learn that in law school, then I can't help you. All right?
Where did you do your undergrad?
Joseph,
I got you.
So far, none of your friends and no women are calling in for you.
I told my friends, do not call. I didn't even tell them I was here.
Of course, all these friends listen to every word you say. And
I told them not to call, but I didn't tell them I was coming.
Yeah, so we have no women that want to talk to you that are interested in you remotely as a romantic partner, and we have nobody that is claiming to be a friend of yours. We only have people that despise every word you're saying on the air.
Wow.
Well,
there are no fans of Joseph out there.
He's a good catch, man.
I did not tell anybody I was coming here today. I figured,
What about
you don't have to tell people you're coming here. Trust me, I know through the years that as soon as the voice hits the radio, all the people that ever knew that person start calling into the program. Admit to me you have no friends and you're a virgin.
Not a virgin, and I have friends. I'm sorry, man.
Joseph has a wizard sleeve.
Wow, really?
Okay. Joseph, however, I see no reason why I shouldn't put you on the scrolls. You seem like a good candidate to be a part of our finals at Emerald Downs.
Sweet.
Okay. That's a good answer. You have a new friend this morning because Schwager wants to start hanging out with you.
Oh.
All right? Would you hang out with Schwager? You going to hang out with him this weekend? Do computer stuff?
I don't know about computer stuff, but, if you want to go clubbing or something, sure.
Because you're a clubbing kind of guy.
Oh, clubs, bars, whatever.
Where do you hang out? What club is...
You know what I like is Bottle Lounge. Bottle Lounge.
You're a Bottle Lounge guy?
Yeah.
Get your little martini on and sit there at the bar?
I don't know about sitting at the bar. Probably
That's where pretentious, pompous lawyers like you hang out. Get used to it.
You know what I think is the reality of Joseph and a lot of women out there, Terry?
What's that?
I know what he wants!
Oh.
He doesn't know the true realities of himself. But it's okay, Joseph. We're all a little confused at times in our life.
I admit it. I'm in a confused state.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to deny that.
I'm glad you're admitting that. Oh, there's one guy out there who claims to be your friend.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
You know Joseph, do you?
Yes, I do.
What's his name? What's your name, man?
Oh, jeez.
Big Dog.
Okay.
Is that your given name?
Yeah.
No, that's not my given name.
Well,
your
I'm
name.
not really Joseph's friend. I just wanted to be on the radio.
Joseph, you have no friends out there.
I guess not.
There is one woman on the line that wants to date you.
Oh.
All right? You want to talk to her?
Sure, why not?
My God, you are so silly.
Good morning, Marie.
No.
You've heard Marie?
Oh, yes, I've heard
You give
Marie.
me the cutthroat little effect there.
Man, I've listened to the show since like 1999, 1998. Yeah, I
Yes.
remember Marie.
You remember Marie?
She's got big ones,
Well,
dude.
she's the only one who wants to date you.
No, she doesn't date black men. What are you talking about?
She didn't realize you were black.
Oh.
She says you don't sound black.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a lawyer.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me for a
Yes,
second.
Marie. I always listen when you talk.
You know I don't date younger guys.
Oh.
Oh, that's baloney. You
Yeah,
do
that
too.
is baloney.
You're full
No,
of
not
it.
that young.
I
Come
mean
on
black
now.
younger
He
guys.
could
Right.
be-
Right,
he could
exactly.
be my son. Come on now.
Oh, wait a minute. But weren't you hitting on your daughter's friends in
What?
Vegas? Yeah, we've heard that story, Marie.
Oh, jeez. Anyway.
Sorry, what story? Terry, what are you making up now?
Teddy. You don't want to date a woman that sounds like this?
No.
She's got big jugs?
No.
Okay.
real big.
Pass.
What if we demanded you have to go on a date with Marie sometime in the next week, and that'll be tough because she lives in Florida, for you to be put on the Sacred
Oh,
Scrolls?
wow.
Can you make that happen?
Actually, I
Yeah,
can't.
sure.
I'm
She
going
lives in
on a
Florida.
little cruise on Thursday, and I'm coming back, and I'm flying back to West Palm Beach, so I don't really have time for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez. When are you coming back to
Really?
Seattle?
I am coming back after Christmas. I
Okay.
got my
good?
good. Yeah.
Really?
Baby, for good.
You're moving back here for good?
Your Christmas
Yes,
wish is
my
coming
friend
true,
called me
man.
and he actually said if I want to come back, he will. You know, I can even work with that with his, with him and on his business. I can live with him for as long as he wants to.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Sound like Santa answered T Man's letter.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll be moving to Florida in January.
Okay.
Hopefully pirates will get your ship.
Marie, please call us tomorrow morning so we have more time with you, all right?
Yeah.
Right now I'm dealing with Joseph,
All right.
who's got
then.
no friends or love interests on the line. Now, Joseph, I tend to lie sometimes on this program for the betterment of the show. Did I teach you the word betterment in law school? Yeah,
I'm familiar with
It's like double mint, but different. Anyhow, the reality is, as you may be able to see from this little panel here, the phone lines are juiced with ladies that want to talk to you.
Sweet.
And I just don't want to face that reality, so I'm going to lie and say no one's on the line for you, Joseph.
Oh. Yeah. Help
There
his
are-
ego a little bit more.
I'm
then.
not lying when I say there's no friends
Okay.
on the line claiming that they're friends with Joseph.
All right.
But there are a lot of wacko ladies out there.
You're a wacko
Must be
now.
lonelier than his
that are
dumbass.
lonelier than his dumbass
Well, he's in a great situation then.
that want to go out with him. So I am lying about that, Joseph. But we'll just edit that out of the program.
You could help a guy out.
Oh, you need help, Joseph? All of a sudden now you need help. You got all these friends. You've been laid 12 times. You've been
I have
women.
friends,
The
but
Bill
they
Clinton
don't-
kind of way.
Hanging out at the Bottle Lounge, man.
Well, you know.
Let's see what one of these batty ladies sounds
A
like.
little baddie.
Yeah. Susan. Where's Susan? Which one is Susan? Susan! Who do you want to talk to? Susan, Erica, Nika, Phil, Danielle.
Phil.
McCracken.
Is this Susan?
Yes.
What do you want to say, Susan? Mental
I want to
case?
date a 23-year-old brother that's going to law school.
He's not going to law school. He's done with law
But
school.
he failed the bar.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
you have
okay.
evidence, Stephen.
Wow.
that's
now.
that's appealing
Y'all know
to
why they call
you.
me
That's
dickhead.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm gonna find after the show.
You just now figured out why.
That's what's
Everybody else is
inspiring you
saying bad things to
to
you.
to get Joseph interested in you because he's got a lot going for him as far as you see it. Is that how you perceive this whole situation?
I just want a 23-year-old brother.
Oh, so the law school part was not relevant.
Well, that's what I want. I want a lawyer. Yeah.
She doesn't know.
No.
Yeah, as I said, baddie, Joseph. Completely baddie. You want to ask her any questions or no?
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
30.
It's law school dial-a-date. She's 30, man.
30. Wow.
Can you handle 30? Obviously divorced.
Yeah, how many kids?
Desperate.
Desperate and ready to throw
No,
you against the wall,
Definitely
Joseph?
not desperate.
Violate your genitalia?
Oh.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Are you the woman throws the guy up against the wall type and violates him kind of guy? They
I've
teach you
been
that?
known to do that.
Mm-hmm. Joseph looks like he's ready to either cry or I don't know. You all right, Joseph?
I'm fine.
You're right. You seem like you're out of your element here.
30 looks like a little bit too old for him.
Yeah.
Why can't Joseph speak for himself?
Because he's not.
You sound.
I'm not trying to
cute.
marry him. I just want to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want to go out, hey, I dated a single mom a couple months ago. So
Oh, jeez.
Not that bad.
She never said she was a single mom, did she?
No.
We just assumed it.
Well, you can find him at the Bottle Lounge.
Do what?
Yeah, right. Okay, that's good. That's just an idea of what the wackos out there sound like, Joseph.
Prospects for you.
You want to stay on your own? Okay, good. Anyhow, Joseph, I will put you on the sacred scroll. We need the teddy bear law school directionless kind of guy to fill a spot, all right?
Sounds great.
I'm calling him directionless. Meanwhile, he's already done with law school at 23.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's living at home doing nothing.
But
You're right, I
you
am.
can do that.
Just got to wait to pass that bar. Well done, Joseph, all right?
Wait.
Okay. Man, look at you. The slumped shoulders. Stand up straight.
The chair's high.
Oh, blame the chair. Blame the...
Chair's too small.
Okay. It's nice to meet you. All right, now get the hell out of here.
Oh, wow.
Take Schwacker with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, the blind leading the blind.
Okay.
Maybe you can actually help him out.
I was trying to tell him to,
All right.
get out there and start meeting some women at OC.
Oh, you're the relationship expert now, huh, Joseph?
I'm not doing great,
Okay.
but college wasn't too bad for me.
Okay, you just worry about trying to get through the finals at Emerald Downs. Since you have so much time on your hands, you can practice. Run through the tires, whatever you need to do. I don't even know what's going to go on at Emerald Downs today, but running through the tires or jumping over a couple of hurdles may not hurt.
Wow.
He's a big dude. I'm not sure if that's happening.
Yeah.
I'll run through them.
He definitely passed the candy bar, but not the law school bar.
Oh, jeez.
The T-Man.